seconds, no time. No problem, though. New hard points up in a moment. Can Assault keep the spree going?
And keep in mind for Afro, he's going to spawn out all the way across the map. So these might be dagger spawns for LA Thieves. Gorillas, this has been a perfect rotation. Almost every single kill going their way. They get their trades, they get the hill time. And right now, LA Thieves firmly on a goose egg.
That's the break, that's the hard point now. Once again in the hands of the Gorillas. That scoreline is only getting bigger. Afro now and Jodeceives breaking through the back door. Assault up front. Can't get any more out of it. There's the contest for a moment. Fame taken down on the point. That's the break. LA Thieves.
Yeah, finally able to get at least a little bit of time. Trophy's inside the hill. Esriel, though, gonna rip a couple heads along the way. Goes to getting great tags in, but he gets traded out. And just like that, the scored lead continues. Gorillas right now doing whatever they want, popping off. 20 seconds left on this hill as well. Talk about a situation for the Thieves where they're going to need this rotation to be perfect just to get back in the game.
And they held that hard point for 8 seconds before the second break came upon them from the Gorillas side. Across the map we now go. From the restaurant to a little cafe, to a little market stall. Cammy v Esriel takes care of business. Trying to keep those members of the Gorillas in their side of the map. Spawns are going to be a little bit squirrely looking at that mini-map. The Thieves are all over the place. It all comes down to Jodeceives here.
Hey, they don't even have a trophy, though. This is just a cakewalk into the point for free. Jodeceives is going to have to make the big play. Good news is a free kill just to shoot a player in the back, but this is a hill you can get a full 60 on, and right now it is Mixie. Assault still living on the back line, so Assault is at least going to be blocking these spawns and dragging that attention towards the back. And this is a rotation Thieves won. They can't get any time. They are getting stopped once again.
It's nearly a 7 spree for Assault. It's full streaks now. Nearly. Jodeceives ends it. Not enough to stop the real damage, though. Hardpoint battle continues. Last man Esriel there. LAG wiped off the map. 20 seconds to be had now for the Thieves.
No, not even. They can't get the final 20 seconds. They can't snip the hill. They are 0-5 on this map and on land. They are showing us exactly why. They can't get kills. They can't win rotations. They're going to be down by nearly 100 points. And right now, the ARs on the flip side for Gorillas can't be stopped. Diamondcon and Assault, what is that? 19-7 combined. Thieves yet to start shooting back.
Oh, indeed. Well, you're not pulling your punches, nor are the LA Gorillas. Fountain's up. Diamondcon from upstairs. This is the power position to be in. Finds the kill on a ghosty. Fames to back him up now. Over to the hard point we fly, and it's a kill box downstairs. Jodeceives the off angle. Stays alive for a moment longer. Still keeping the hard point in the hands of the Thieves.
Hey, the first good play someone off Thieves has made basically this entire map, collecting a little bit of time and trying to get back in the swing of things. And maybe a nice little one pump coming through. At least the nade is going to get that trade. And Thieves still inside of the hill, but they've got no control over this top fountain. And Diamondcon right now dancing with them. Might deliver the kill. It's elongated. He gets it. Now you got to get that time.
That was a long fight. Wins it in the end. An open hard point for a few moments. As the LA Gorillas are doing everything they can to keep the Thieves away from that time, to keep them as low as they possibly can on the scoreline. And Diamondcon nearly. Streak still, though, for Assault. We'll see if those final few moments go their way. New hard points up.
And once again, it is going to be the LA Thieves that make it there first. We talked about the Gorillas' break percentage, though. They're one of the best teams in the game at it. They got players nearby as well. Fame just waiting for the reinforcements from Esriel, and it's 3 players right now for Gorillas stacked up, about to make the move.
There we go. Esriel, all the timing can be so good on this one. There we go. Finds one.
There we go.
Turn. There's the burn. Esriel with 2. All 4 members of the Thieves down. They've been taken care of.
And that is as easy as it gets. That is a perfectly clean break. And again, for Thieves, a situation where nobody shot back.
Nobody shot back indeed. Here we go. Thieves doing what they can to hold on and see if they can pull some magic out here. We'll go for a quick listen in with the LA Thieves.
That should be a little bit better. Presser. Care. Add gain. Fine. Gain up like that much. There we go. Presser.
I'm getting top 3.
Holy that. Looks good to me. Fuck it.
He's weak. In top red. In top red. Left market. We cover left side. Yeah, he's weak close. Asriel, he's one more on me.
Well, gun's getting a little bit hot. rotation as well. Thieves again, the setup is there.
Thieves just gonna get slammed, bro.
They have to win the gunfight.
I have to for this, yeah. You're not allowed to stream on Twitch.
Consistently picking them apart.
Not allowed to stream on Twitch.
This time they're gonna get a few.
Well, I can't do a watch party on Twitch anyway. They have a YouTube contract.
The front, cuts down Cammy, Joe Deceives holding it from the hill, and again, you want to get these kills away from the point as best you can. Can Ghosty pick up a few more here? Up close and personal, gets to second. Fame now keeping the play alive. That's the backside of the hard point wide open now. Afro, the stun check. In we now go. There's nobody on the time for a brief moment, and that may hurt later on, but we'll find out. Still a Thieves hard point for now.
I mean, it's just the thing. They have been able to get like trophies around these hills. It's been a struggle point, but the gunnies there from Afro able to pick up 2. Ghosty there for the trades, and the final 25 should be going their way. So the best chunk of time LA Thieves have gotten the entire game, but that was testing their holds. Now it's about testing their break, because LAG, they have the fullest of full setups.
Yeah, Joe knows not to take that fight. Waiting for Cammy, hoping for the trade play here. Joe Deceives tries to run the rabbit. There it is. Cammy does get the
might as well. Plug it, right?
Now towards that new hard point.
And you get scattered spawns everywhere on the map. So 2 players from LAG actually trailing 2 players from the Thieves. Junkyard's going to be open, but Fame trying to read that pressure has to back down. You at least have clearance to get towards this point.
Cammy and Ghosty now trying to make the break. Fame takes care of 1. Ghosty up close and personal. 1 down, 2 down. Ghosty gets the break. That's 3 members of LAG out of the play for now. Afro keeping Junk safe.
And we tested their break. They absolutely delivered. Still a long way to go in this game, but that is the opportunity to get back in the swing of things, and a very tight setup around this hill.
Should stick to YouTube for content. So there's issues with that, right?
Joe Deceives the pistol. Can't get it done. Fame only member up for LAG now.
One issue for me, my computer isn't good enough to be able to start clipping shit.
Will he count the next 3 players?
The second issue for me is I went back when I was streaming on YouTube before.
10-second grab there from the LA Gorillas.
And that's surprising how long Ghosty just lived for. That bought his teammates all the time in the
and I couldn't download my videos
Cammy up top, you got Afro down low inside the point, and they are both
to be able to pick shit apart.
We're over 200 points now for the Gorillas.
So
40 now for the Thieves, holding onto the fountain.
I really only use Twitch because I can go back and download my videos and reclip shit.
Afro gets his as well. Thieves hold.
And you have one player right now from Gorillas trying to flank, but they got it covered. Jodeci is ready for it. The timing isn't great.
Bro, he just got shit on.
That is a clean break. The first 2 kills go for the Thieves, but then they just break down.
Oh my word, the House of Cards collapses. The win won't be found here for LAG, but they're going to do what they can to get close enough. 3 kills once again. Go to the way of the purple LA squad. Cammy through the front line. Gets 2, the third no. Fame shuts him down, 25 to go.
Hey, this is so problematic too, because you're forced to flood through this time. The Fame, he's ready for the pressure.
Yeah, but it keeps it running. And it makes me fucking lag. I don't know why. I'm not bullshitting you, like, or I would probably be on YouTube.
He does exactly that, picks up the extra kill, and LAG, they can win on this new hill.
Bottom side of Hotel, maybe the last hard point we see here.
Yeah, use more CPU, or use more processor.
Every single second wasted is 1 closer to the victory for LAG. Now through the back door, here comes the hit. Estriel can't get any. A lot of damage done. Assault now up next. Can't get anything done. Thieves hold.
Okay, we got ourselves a ball game. Thieves inside the timing right now.
I just go back to my VOD.
Smash through the hill for the Gorillas. No flanks coming through.
Remember the time.
It is gunny on gunny.
Or write the time down.
You're still
go to it.
On with an iron grip. The LA Thieves. Diamond Con waiting for an opportunity. Ghosty softens up the attackers. Back and forth we go as we chase red dots.
I have an echo too. Why do I have an echo?
Right now, Diamond Con taking his time as the rival 9, and Joe Deceives might take that fade. The trades are coming through. You get the pressure near the point. Trades back and forth, but it's Estriel. It is a 1 versus 1 potentially for the scrap, and it is certainly scrap that the Thieves are going to want. And Estriel cannot take it for him. Now we go to new.
Fame does get it. Final few seconds. Again, all very, very important time. But back to P1 we now go. Smack bang.
I upgraded my graphic card.
Here it comes.
In the power positions right now for the LA Thieves, right? Get a player around top third. The reinforcements are in. Your flank is covered. LAG, everybody flooding through mid.
1 web of kills is all it's going to take. Cammy, the headhunter, takes care of
my motherboard.
Clock still ticking. Over 200 we now go for the LA Thieves, and it's 1 kill at a time as the Gorillas have been somewhat silenced.
They're holding him, and they are gunning him down. LA Thieves.
This is a close map.
Trickle back into this game, and that team kill.
It wasn't.
An extra man down. Gorillas, they cannot find their way to this time.
The clock still ticks. The LA Gorillas are now waiting for the perfect moment to try to get the break. Nobody quite there. 30 seconds to go. You have to see something happen. Diamond Con being the man to start the play. Joe Deceives at range. Forced back. This could be the break. Joe Deceives, the double dip. It's bad manners normally, but he's getting a lot of job done.
It's the exact same setup too. Finally, you're getting around the point. You only need 12 on the clock. their time. Afro trying to back them down. They finally get in the point.
No way.
Just enough to at least force it to New, but look who's there first.
The final few moments. Again, no win here. Big damage. Cammy can't quite get the kill.
That's LAG's game. GG.
LAG are there first. Joe deceives. You must break. You must break now. Here comes the play. Through the back door. Will he get the kill? The contest? No.
Looked the wrong way.
GG. It's map 1.
That is a map 1 that it felt like it was almost inevitable.
I don't know. I don't know. I set it up how it's supposed to be. You know me, I'm not dumb when it comes to streaming and computer stuff.
A year and a half to orchestrate. Maybe 3 full hits they try to make on the point, but the good news for the Gorillas, they kept the spawns the entire time. Makes that rotation that much easier, and they get the job done. Bit of a nail biter towards the end. Got to tip the cap to Ghosty. Man actually turned up in the slaying department, but it was simply not enough towards the end. 36 kills, but that's for the L. The slow start that they had bit him in the end.
Long hard point that one felt like. 11 minutes 19 total. And a close scoreline. A little bit too late from the LA Thieves to certainly get things going. And for the Gorillas, man, a super strong start.
No, it works.
It's getting egregious.
It just makes me lag. Makes me stutter.
Of like why the hard point isn't working out. When they had to set up around the Fountain Hill, it was perfect. 2 players back on the coop side of the map.
The videos and shit look good.
It's just 2 guns down through the small door. Everybody's looking at the right thing. They just couldn't actually execute on the play. So, I mean, I guess
I just lag, and I don't like lagging.
The lead disparity that they were working with, but again, it is just key mistakes. They're making a hard point consistently. And they're already the worst team in the league at the game mode. The record falls even further.
Even further indeed.
They're just the worst team in the game in general.
Really only got going towards
not just at the game mode.
Point, that brilliant hold from the LA Thieves. Again, a little too late, as we saw it all happen there. Ghosty, great stats from him. DiamondCon, 31 kills. Really solid work across the board.
If Gorillas lose to Thieves, bro,
it was 21 and 9
it's over.
For a moment there. He's a player that's turned around immensely.
Gorillas is winning champs.
Playing Cold War, way back on the New York subliners. He had a single land under his belt at that time.
Well, not really turned around, just sort of kept it up. Like when he was playing back in Cold War, he always looked like a solid contender. And what we've seen this year, just a shooter, one of the better players in the game. Him and Assault got off to a massive start, but maybe you can see where Ghosty started to heat up. Assault dropped off a little bit, but either way, nice and secure in the end. And again, it feels like the hard points are almost freebies right now against LA Thieves. So you're coasting through that map 2 with the 1-0 edge.
Well, the first map done. A quick look there at the game flow. Again, it certainly looked like the Los Angeles Gorillas all the way, the purple line there. Not until that P1, just towards the end, the penultimate hard point. That's certainly where things really changed.
My aspect ratio is wrong for recording? I have it matched.
A little bit of search and destroy.
Invasion, yeah, and that's a run it back for LAG. It is certainly a map that they had to have been talking about endlessly. Just those little situations rather than be bomb site. Fame was very close to having one of the best plays we've seen in Call of Duty. Instead, Sun gets the ninja defuse. It turns into an L, so they want redemption on Invasion.
Good news, though, for the Thieves. You've got plenty of tape of the Gorillas playing this map only yesterday. We'll see if they put that to work. We'll have a quick look now at our SD objective metrics charts.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at the stats, there was a clear-cut edge towards the Gorillas on map 1. Maybe now a clear-cut edge towards the Thieves on map 2. On the objective front, fantastic in the post plants, and on a map like Invasion, it's not entirely like common for the bomb to go down consistently, but even when it happens, the retake's on point. This is shades of Ghosty running.
I don't know how good
picking up those 2 kills
playing like
the
Call of Duty ranked playing
players.
stuff on YouTube is going to be anyway.
This game mode, it's like night and day, much stronger in Search and Destroy.
We'll find out how it goes, though.
To be honest.
The change when it comes to a major tournament under the bright lights, the pressure, the noise of the crowd, keeping those hands warm indeed. If there's one thing we know for absolute certain, it's Adam Assault's hands are red hot right now.
I mean, Ghosties as well. You got a couple of those.
I mean, my little ranked play video did okay.
Not necessarily as active, but if you want to keep the vibes flowing, I think Assault might have the key.
I just love that the crowd's doing it too. You can't see this at home, guys, but the view we have from the casters there's a sea of hands in the air, also warming their hands. So it's not
got 528 views on it.
What a weirdly specific way to like win over some fans, you know?
It may have never been done before. It may never happen again. But there's one thing we can be assured of is COD fans. Oh, they love to please themselves. Here we go. Map number 2, Invasion, Search and Destroy.
Yeah, DiamondCon getting close and personal with his monitor, ready to be staring at that middle dot, centering in a snap on point from him. But It is going to be a massive change of pace from what we saw in the
Oh,
first
no, don't
half.
get me wrong. It does drive me
Take it
crazy.
Slow on invasion. Afro, though, always going to be a lethal threat. Playing against Carolina, popping off and search and destroy. And again, we now have 3 players tied for the first blood kill record. Afro in that conversation. Off the opening break, though, will be LA
I know.
on the attack first.
I know. We're working it. We're working on it.
Said fond farewell to corruption, hello to invasion. Ghosty, the first man to discharge his weapon here in the map, doesn't land a bullet, only information.
Hey, Joe Deceive's actually in the perfect spot. You have number 3 and number 4 now know for a fact the play is going to be over towards B. Smokes out, though, Afro on the cross. A couple players get by, and now we get to truly test that post plant. They had a 92% rate. That bomb is now down.
No nades, no nothing. Joe Deceive's first blood gives him the man advantage for now. And the pinch is set up. How will the Gorillas hold on to this one? Pressure is now already on.
Yeah, you saw Diamondcon looking to the flank, but now the pressure's coming from every direction. LA Thieves taking their time on this swarm.
Mistral now, guns up at the ready, Fame on the other side. Big win from Ghosty, now the pressure on.
Yeah, taking the time as well. Looking at Chow coming through. Estriel shot from every single direction in Diamondcon. Clean.
Yeah, I gotta learn how to do
communication
thingies.
on point.
Fuck, I gotta blow my nose. Give me a minute. BRB chair stream.
The best in the game right now.
Looks like LA Thieves got first round.
Perfect execution. Nobody making the mistakes. Joe Deceives, by the way, the main guy on that front. As soon as he picks up that kill on Adam Assault, you saw what the heads of LAG players started to do. Everybody on a swivel, getting tagged up from every direction, and there's simply nothing you can do.
Perfectly playing the trades, playing the numbers, playing the advantage. They line up for Diamondcon, though. That's a scary moment for many COD fans.
Scary moment for everybody, but the players on LA Thieves had it in the bag. Again, the timing and the coordination. Completely on point. Now their opportunity.
All right, I'm back. Yeah, I need to learn how to do
now the Thieves on offense.
thumbnails.
Bomb in hand, 2 bomb sites to choose from.
I don't know how to do thumbnails.
They've emptied their pockets
Like at all.
B.
And you got the trophy for the Grills. They're playing aggressive as well, and aggressive for the first 2 kills. They just ran at you. And Estriel might be trapped in DVDs, but still for a 2 versus 4, there is no pressure on Estriel to make a move.
They're number 4.
They're going to be forced to make this play.
Oh, he doesn't realize there is a player terribly close to him. Just up the stairs as he's now on the hunt, on the prowl, spots him out. Diamondcon, wicked reaction.
Oh, Diamondcon's stuck.
He's gone. He
Okay.
Doesn't matter. Teamwork's there. 4v1.
I mean, that is just a hyper-aggressive round on defense. You just slammed the door in their face. And Ghosty, there's number 1. This will be a long 1v4 to take place, and you can just see every single angle that is covered. 3 players trying to laser him down on that cross.
Let's see what you can do. Oh, no. It's starting to get ugly. Stunned up. Those arrows moving. And they're moving together. They're going to play the trade. No one is going to be isolated in these fights unless Ghosty can will it.
I mean, someone has to be able to see him in DVDs, right? Assault might get the angle. Yeah, Fame's going to turn for it. You know where he is. And finally, able to take him down. That is a ballsy strat as well for your
Well, to stream, though.
round. Again, they threw the trophy out of dark, and they just ran at them.
Like if I was gonna stream and show it.
Final kill that goes to Fame. Some good timing. Some great team play there. Jesus, busted. Jesus. Tied up 1-1, round 3. It felt like a long time, that cut, right?
That was an incredibly long time. That made me nervous from what we were dealing with yesterday, but smooth sailing thus far, and LAG going to be pumping those brakes, maybe waiting for the response. If we were playing hyper-aggressive on defense, Thieves might attempt to do the same. You see the spot Joe Deceives has put himself in. That is an interesting angle. He might have moved in the perfect time. Knows Estriel's going for the check spot, but that stun does not connect. He's invisible in the moment. You make the read, you at least get the trade.
I could send you a few Photoshop packs. How much are they?
Plenty of time.
Now what do you do with that information? Afro by the mid-tank. An extremely powerful position to be in. A lot of angles to cover, but he has to move.
And for the moment, Diamondcon is going to be out of this play. Thieves have just fully rotated over towards the A site. Estriel effectively by himself. He's going to be dancing with death because it's just an extra man that's around the point. The extra man delivers. Man advantage for the Thieves. 3 versus 2, and this is an easy read here from Afro.
I know nothing about Photoshop, so.
Very tough situation to be in. Assault tagged up. Oh my word, stays alive. Cammy looking to get the pressure on Diamondcon now. Looking to get back at Afro. 25 seconds on the clock. Magnificent shots from both of them.
Yeah, literally just dancing with them, and now with the time ticking down, someone's just going to be forced to slide in and take a bad gunfight. Assault makes the moves, and Diamondcon might get a trade, but he is still...
Oh! Diamond almost gets 2.
The problem is just the time. Not enough to work with. Elite Thieves deliver on the defensive end, and It's just a clean rotation by Ghosty.
I didn't know if you had to pay for him or not.
Sight, reads the pressure. And again, Diamond Con out of the picture down that B street. Thieves deliver with that man advantage.
Maintaining the advantage that they've worked so hard for.
They're booing Thieves.
I'd love to be a brand new Call of Duty fan, tuning into the stream for the very first time, and not knowing why we're cheering.
Like, this is Salt Guy. Everybody loves him. It's my favorite.
He's really good with his hands. Here we go.
Oh, Jesus.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Fame tagged up.
Yeah, great tags as well. Fame, typical to play the spot. Once again, Estriel finding himself in these aggressive positions. Afro might be waiting for it, though. The LA Thieves responding to the pressure that they felt from the previous round.
Oh, there's a lot of red over in this part of town for Estriel. Tactical retreat to the bomb site. Again, a lot of these positions, you're going to know these players will be in. The question is, do you have a tactical? Do you have a lethal throw? And
Fame's the guy to sort of suss out this push, right? LA Thieves are still
Fame's got a nade, but he doesn't have any tags.
Towards A, and the comms are good. Diamond Con has made the rotation back towards the middle of the map, but might be a 4 versus 3 around A. Estriel might be the player out of position for the moment. The question is, can they find this first blood?
Fame's been told, here they come. Absolutely spot on with the information. The frag grenade out, the slow cook. Trophy intercepts. A bomb site might be the play right now. Fame gets his.
That's great damage too, though, at least on the trade. So Fame can't challenge too quick, so the bomb does get planted.
Here we go, bomb down. Assault getting his way in there.
Nice.
Gets himself on the board. Ghosty takes some heavy tags. You've still got numbers for the Thieves. Cammy from behind wins it. Cammy for 3.
Oh.
No, Fame makes it a 1v1.
And he's got the 1v1 as well, but he's got to take his time. Ghosty knows he has him trapped, but he's giving up the pinch. Ghosty to clear the street. Might just wrap back through dark. The question is the timing. And you see Ghosty going back in. Fame, not a clue. Heads up and gun down. LA Thieves, nice execution once again.
Scary spot to be in, if not for Cammy's 2-piece in the middle there. If he makes it 3, obviously the round is done, but Fame gave the boys a fighting chance. Assault finds his first kill of the map. And we swap sides.
This is going to be a tricky situation as well for LAG. You're down 3-1. You're back on the attack. You really need to pull something creative out for this round. You do not want to fall down to 4-1. You're losing attacking rounds. Got to find a way to respond.
I'm now waiting for the first time I play ranked and I get killed by Assault's hand warmers. I'm sure the X account has already been created. Lovely damage
right here, too. That's great damage, but yeah, he just gets left out to dry. So damage is one thing, but the kills are another. Gorillas might have their answer.
It wasn't enough for anyone to really move into position. Afro's now got himself over here, but right place, maybe the wrong time with the wrong weapon. He has to get closer with a rival.
How good is the peek for the plant spot? Well, the bomb's going to go down. You get a taste their retake percentage again, but this time it's a 3v4.
He's just peeked the door slightly. Afro's there. It's the Thieves versus the Gorillas. A man down for the Thieves. Now another. Diamond Con in the smoke. It's awkward. Joe Deceive stays alive. Afro finds 2, and it's now a 2v2.
1v2, but he is behind him. Joe Deceive getting some damage. There's the trade. Last guy, where is he? He's behind you. The distant man on LAG to seal the deal. That is a dicey moment for the man advantage, but they are taking care of business in more ways than one.
Assault gets it done. That final kill was an important one.
And that is the value of winning these attacking rounds. You're still down 3-2 for the Gorillas, but they trust themselves on defense.
I mean, even if Gorillas lose this S&D, they should still beat Thieves.
LG on defense now. We'll see if they can find the equalizer. Thieves once again on the attack. Typically, what, 3 nades over this side of the map?
And the rest of the respawns.
Oh, Diamond Con answers back.
No trophy spot in the distance, and that'll be the punishment for it. Those are deep frag grenades that are rolling through, so LAG on point again.
As long as their mental doesn't go away.
Might have plenty of time to work with, but it is back to a default setup on defense right now coming in from LAG. Looking for maybe a bounce to see if you can catch Fame, but Fame is backed up, nowhere to be found.
Yeah, smooth move from Fame there, just to retreat enough to get out of the distance of the frag grenade. The blast rate is pretty solid in this game. Ghosty, he's getting antsy.
Oh, he's got it.
Cross he goes. Catches Assault.
Oh,
has to back up.
Assault read that too. Just a little too late.
Members of LAG now from the top side of the map.
Cammy, this is it though. Yeah, that's the extra trade. So many men to deal with, and the Rival 9 right gun for the job. Still can't even get the plant down because all those nades and tacks are coming through. 2v3, not a lot of time on the clock.
Too many mans, the smoke now from Joe Deceive. This is a hope and a prayer. Ghosty, just enough to pull a little bit of aggression, but Fame is there for the kill.
Gorillas
now.
round.
1v3, 20 seconds on it. That's the equalizer. It's 3-3.
That is so painful from Ghosty, that extra little bullet, but even more so Cammy just getting caught. If he's just able to stay alive and be out of the picture, his teammates are out there making the play on the opposite side of the map, but Esriel there to take him down. Rookie out here making the plays.
You lot are unbelievable. What a tournament this is. What? AG get knocked out. What are you going to do? Some guy shouted, I'm going home.
I'm going home.
Another
Nice.
Look at how far back in this spawn Fame actually just fell. That is maybe the least amount anyone's able to get out of their spawn before they die to a first blood. So already strong advantage for the Thieves.
Afro patiently watching this cross. He's done this in a few rounds prior. He's extremely important right now for the Thieves to see how many players get across to that bomb site and how much pressure can Cammy take, though. In the meantime, they'll have the line of sight on him.
If you're on Gorillas, you almost need like a smoke play to come out over towards this B site just to make anything happen, because as soon as you cross that,
I don't know if he just got aim assist on Diamond Con.
Quick, and the angle might be punishing, but it can't get the kill. But you see the trades are there. Ghosty makes the move.
Assaults in DVD. Oh, he's at the tank. He had no idea either. Nice. Crazy.
In the middle of the map, but now he's trapped.
Oh, it ain't over until it's over. 30 seconds. Damage dealt to Ghosty. Has to keep his head down. Assault now on the prowl. Checks the door. He saw it. Here's the fight. Diamond Con wins it. Now 2v2.
Still though, look at where that bomb positioning is down. LA Gorillas, they cannot slow down in the slide. It's got to make some moves, and Cammy's just going to play.
They don't know where he is.
Ghosty seals the deal as well.
That's wild.
On the chow. And again, that is off of the back of the first blood that came through with a frag very early on in this round.
No Fame to worry about in that round. Nice bait and switch play up close with the AR players there, just to take care of at least one member of the Thieves. This has been a spicy map. We're seeing a lot of very different looks here. New nades, new plays. Thieves up by 1.
Thieves back on the attack as well. Anytime there's been a call, Gorillas have been able to respond. Looking for it on the defensive round. These are early frags coming through, and they're gonna get it as well.
That's so
Mixing
crazy,
things up
dude.
to find these frag grenades, first bloods.
Bomb recovery. The LA Thieves are barely leaving their spawn. They're in the rugs building now, laundry. They've got that bit further forward. The only good news for them is the Gorillas aren't that much further forward either.
Well, the last time what happened for the man down situation, Ghosty swung through A Street, made the play. Assault right now just has it on lock. So the early first blood, I mean, you're shutting down almost every avenue of attack. Maybe you can sniff out Fame in this corner. He does not have a ton of support, and they're looking for him.
It's a good chance to stun off of the inside of that door. We'll get the job done. Diamond Con, perfect timing. Assault step for the coverage. Another for Diamond Con.
Assault.
Outstanding round.
Smoked.
Out of the Gorillas. Lightning fast rebuttal.
Yeah, and that is quite literally from the jump. They've gotten the first blood with a frag all the way deep B Street. Maybe an extra 15 feet further than you ordinarily throw it. This time straight down the pipe, middle of the map. And it is these little adjustments Gorillas have been making that have kept them in this game. Still though, tied up 4-4. Thieves now looking to be secure on defense.
The real standout players in the stats department is Fame at the 8 and 5. When he's eliminated early, it typically ends up as a successful round for the LA Thieves. We'll see what happens this time, though. Trophy's down.
Oh,
unfortunately,
full stun.
Gets caught by that.
He's taking an aggressive route just to wrap back towards the tank, but B Street, Thieves keeping the pressure on, but the play is going to be towards A. Ghosty, big responsibility just to keep the tags down, but through P1, Joe Deceives will be the man on the A bomb site. Only 2 players right now for Thieves on defense. You see 4 and 3, though, starting to wrap over.
Oh, this is an awkward moment for Joe Deceives. He's looking around a lot. He needs to focus on a single target, because here come the Gorillas. Estriel up close.
Joe Deceives is going to turn around and get shot in the back. I'll put money on it.
Massive amount of damage dealt there as the rest of his teammates from behind.
And Ghosty's also getting so much intel down the 8th Street. He saw 2 players in showers, knows that they're swinging towards P1. It is straight through this door.
Massive win. So much
Oh my
damage.
God, he didn't.
Wins both.
Got the nade in as well, ready waiting for the retreat. See Assault trying to make the play for the trade. But Ghosty playing with them. Might have just let his boy die, but he still demand advantage. 30 seconds on the clock.
Melon's on that man. Diamondcon now trying to get involved in the fight. Will he look left and right? Afro. Oh, that's the pinch. That's the teamwork. It's now all down to Assault. That's the round. Matt Point, LA Thieves.
Shutting him down. Ghosty just out here, the intelligence man. Spotting out all the pressure that's coming through the A Street. Tells Joe to seize, hey man, they are all in towards P1. Teammate up for the easy kills. LA Thieves 1 round away.
This was the 2-piece from Joe to Thieves. Nice 2-piece.
You'll take it. That's 3 first bloods for Joe to seize on the map, by the way.
Key component now for the LA Thieves' success here in Search and Destroy. Matt Point. LA Thieves need 1 more.
And where are these frag grenades going to land? Are they being saved? I heard an explosion off in the distance, but there's it is. Again,
bye.
Mess with the timing. The devil's in the details. Another frag grenade first blood.
Such a stinger. He's done a lap around the map and Joe Deceives has still been caught. Man advantage LAG. What will they do with it? They've drawn a massive line down the middle of Invasion. And once again, the Thieves are trapped in rugs.
It almost feels like the same thing in Hardpoint, where a lot of hill defense for Thieves. They just don't have the trophies in the right spots, but now working from a man down. Still a decent chunk of time to work with, but both teams have been on point on defense with the man advantage.
Afro dancing around the tank once again. Fames on the inside. And again, the angle is going to play.
They don't hear Afro?
Is going to decide who gets that blood. Assault damage. Here comes Fame for the play. Perfect reads though. The trades are on point. It's still a man advantage LAG.
And it's a good thing Afro dropped that bomb for his boy, because he just went out and died. You get the trade, but Ghosty's going to fall as well. This is shaping up to be around 11.
All on a Cami. Has to win this fight against Assault. Assault's going to keep dancing. The clock is on his side. And now the Gunny.
Round 11.
For the first time here in Boston. Get the gong ready. It's around 11.
This
is so strange.
Gorillas have pulled defense for this final round as well. Their first bloods on the defensive end have been out of control, especially with those frag grenades. And if I'm LA Thieves, either get that trophy down or sit in your spawn for a little bit longer. They're working the B Street. That intel is coming. You have to be able to dodge these. And it looks like nothing is connecting. LA Thieves finally adjusted for this final round.
Back on out of that typical splash zone. Nobody's getting wet. Everybody's staying dry, getting ready for the next fight. Empty pockets for now. Trophies have all been played. Lethal's tactical's gone.
And it's Diamondcon and Estriel right now worried about this B site. The cross is going to be covered. These are the moments that LAG, after their match yesterday, they're talking over this exact situation.
They're very, very spread. There's not a lot of interlocking fields of fire. So it's going to be 1v1s. Slow and steady. The Thieves are winding up for the punch towards B.
And this is so many players from Thieves stacking it too. They are just waiting to make this move. Got to cover the cross, and you got to take down Estriel.
Again, not a lot of movement out of the Gorillas line. Thieves etching closer.
Here we go. I mean, you can feel the pressure. Estriel, he's worried for it. Couple players on LAG trying to make moves down the middle of the map. They're going to get caught, though. Fame trying to dance in. There's the trade for the...
Oh my God!
Disgusting. Fame out here making plays.
I don't believe what we've just seen. Fame has somehow picked up all 3. No ace. Dan Ghosty now, 1v2. Can he find the pressure? Ring around a Rosie.
Oh!
Can he get the kill? 1v1. It's not enough time to get the bomb down. Diamondcon is there.
Damn!
My God, what a round of search and destroy. And that's retribution for Fame.
That was a crazy round.
Also,
Holy hell.
When Joe Deceives gets the first
Gotta blow my nose again.
of the map, so Thieves had that initial advantage.
I need to just grab
but
TP
all
and bring it up with me.
and all the tags that were coming through, Fame, like a wrecking ball, delivers you for 3.
It was a single bullet under the player on the ground. I mean, he turns, snaps in the first. I'm sure we've got a replay, but that is an unbelievable way to go up 2-0. The Thieves certainly hurting after that one. We now test the mental game. We test their resolve. You've got to go backstage, take a deep breath, come on out, and try to win that control.
And that is going to be a dagger as well, because keep in mind, it's not just the control. There is a hard point for the map 4, so Gorillas singing sweet for the moment. 6-5 win. They're going to be feeling good on the main stage.
We'll see how it goes. My word, what an Invasion Search and Destroy that one was. Again, a very long map, nearly 13 minutes. We're playing for a long one here, but the Gorillas once again running the battle of LA. Karachi Control coming up next. That's going to be the decider. We could be looking at another 3-0, brother.
An interesting look about that map as well. This is actually the first time that we've seen Thieves play it. It's not a fantastic record on the flip side for LAG, but they do have more reps.
We'll see what's going on here, guys. We're going to take a very, very quick commercial break. We come back. We're playing Control on Karachi, baby. Let's get it. We'll be right back here in the CDL.
That was a crazy round by them.
The Call of Duty Week is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
The Painted Alebrije bundle is available now in the Call of Duty store. Inspired by the folk art of Oaxaca, this stunning bundle offers colorful, vibrant, and mythical items you gotta check out.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Call of Duty League. We're ready to rock and roll nearly into map number 3. Control up next. And chance I don't believe my eyes, but it's nothing from the LA Thieves. It's 2 for LA Gorillas.
Yeah, I mean, they're looking fantastic right now. And again, it was like a late, deep moment round when it was Fame earlier before that. Dropped the ball yesterday, made up for it here, and just guns 3 players down. The beauty of that bullet connecting and absolutely guns that final guy. You see no moment to react from anybody on Thieves. And this is perfect coordination from the Gorillas as well. Ezreal spots the first guy on the cross. It's Diamondcon that got tags in the second guy, and well, the third one. Just a hard read from Fame, letting everybody know.
Oh my God, indeed. Map number 3 is on its way. There's a great moment where he almost checks to make sure. You know, did I get that guy behind the tank of the truck? I did. That's crazy.
I also love the chow on the guy towards the end, looking for the ace. Like, you know, you're just looking for that big moment clip. So Fame delivers. Second year on the main stage for this young man, but he certainly has that pop-off potential. But towards control we go. And elimination time right now from LA Thieves. You get 3-0'd in the only round you play. That is the quickest flight home.
Oh, indeed. Here we go. We're playing control. First to 3. The LA Gorillas, they're looking to close this one out as fast as possible.
And this might be a B hit off the rip as well. Fame just going to be maybe not soaring in for it, but taking your time to make sure you guarantee these kills. And he's got the angle to be underneath the guy. They get the first 2 as well. You've already made it through. This could be a potential triple stack on B.
Well, the opening gambit goes very well for LAG. 2 players on it for now. Nades are out. It's Fame and Assault in the feed. They're doing a fantastic bit of work. It's the first segment gone.
And the nades might do a little bit of damage, but it's not enough to stop Fame. It takes 2 to trade him, and Assault's still alive. The reinforcements are going to be quick. Already 2 ticks gone.
Second segment gone. That's going to be massive work out of LAG. Can they get the players off of it before the one closes out? Estrel's there. Joe Deceives staying alive as best he can. Pistol up ready. Wow. Phantom Mining finally managed to get that player off the back. Diamondcon, though, they're going to pressure on. They should be able to finish the point.
Yeah, well, the opportunity here for the final kill. Joe Deceives still trying to make the big play, and they are getting juked out of their shoes right now. So they just stopped that B pressure. That was nearly a guarantee for the Gorillas, but back to square one. They want to keep the pressure on, but Thieves on defense. Joe Deceives has been on point. This could be his cruise.
Got the hot hand. There's the cruise. Beautiful work there with the Rival 9. Up close and personal with Estriel. Ooh, eyes on another towards the B point. 44 seconds to go. Joe Deceives still alive.
Can't be stopped. This is the one man trying to fight. Finally, Diamondcon's there to take him down, and none of his teammates can get the kills. Maybe Afro could be the final player, but it is Joe Deceives versus the world. Ghosty stopping it in the nick of time, but here comes Ezreal for the gunny. The Rival 9 on point, and again, barely. It is Joe Deceives, the hero of round 1.
Another goal line saves. Joe Deceives defending this one alone. Here comes the cruise. He could have done that one in the point to possibly keep himself safe. Will there be a trophy over done by A? We'll find out. No. 2 clean kills for Thieves.
And he isn't actually wrapping back to sort of decap that progression, but at least they are flying forward and maybe just pushing them in their spawns. They went for B for so long that the time is now going to be against them. 22 seconds for any capture.
Great setup though from Thieves. They have all angles covered. There we go. Final hits. Afro. Nice work on the first. Ghosty taking care of as well. We do have a clock stoppage at 15 seconds. If Joe Deceives goes, he might be able to get him off.
I mean, he was the only one that could do anything. Every single one of his teammates just lets him down again. So there's the extra minute to the clock. But keep in mind, it is also the life count right now. Basically 10 lives for either team. LA Thieves, they're going to be turtled up, and they're going to be taking this slow.
They are so close to the point, though. If they die there, it's essentially a cap for LAG. Uh-oh. Diamondcon. Nades up. Trophy saves the day for now. The rest of his teammates moving in position.
And you got to be quick, too, because Cammy is going to be coming off spawn, but if you're too fast, Joe Deceives will just drop you. Now Afro showing up in the feed as well. Gorilla's going to have to regroup. No flanks coming through. Take your time. You get one true push at this. It's going to end up getting mixy, but you can see sending a couple players through mid. Players in red are waiting. This is a stationary game to control right now.
Oh my word, Estriel. Damage dealt. You've still got about 15 seconds before you really have to make something happen, boys.
And you see Diamondcon not going on the full flank, so right now position, Afro's in. He's a level out of the play. Got to get back in the mix quick.
That might be it. The dinner bell's been rung, and here come the hungry Gorillas flying forward. Afro finds another one on the back line. Goes to your soul. Trades are abound. Onto the point we have for a moment. Cleaned up by Cammy. Last man on the back line. Gone. Thieves should hold for now.
Yeah, that is unbelievable, too. They're going to get the deep spawn out as well, so there's just simply not enough time for these guys to work with. 10 seconds is a foot race. Diamondcon leading the charge. The question is, do you even attempt to commit? Looks like they're toying with the idea, but simply too far away. Gunned down anyway, and Joe Deceives absolutely saving their lives in round one. Just a sliver left on that B zone, but Gorillas, again, a couple players looking the wrong directions, could not execute.
Clean work out of the Thieves. The spree from Joe Deceives as well. I'm sure we'll be talking about that later. He really popped off there in the first round. We swap sides now. We'll see if the Gorillas can defend.
Now off the attack, we've seen some interesting B hits coming through, especially more so this weekend on land. Teams doing the more difficult thing first. LA Thieves, though, keeping things simple. Straight down the pipe, right through.
Pushing it right into...
out, and might be a bit of a stack as well, or just going to leave Joe Deceives on it. Oh. Everybody else setting up for the kill.
Afro.
Oh my. Good shit, Afro.
Only one player alive on the point for now, getting the stack done. Possibly now you've got the numbers to work with.
And if it's only one guy on the point, that means they're going to be looking for these spawn kills. Afro knows they're all going to be funneling in through B. The timing might work against them, though. Hey, the gunny will be on point. That was for the Cruise. Now everybody else is cleared out. These spawn kills might continue. Gorillas haven't gotten a kill yet this round.
No way.
So Afro's challenging that, and it works out.
6 spree. Goes to the feed as well. Here comes the attack towards the diner. Estriel towards the back alley. Fame on the heady. Gone. 3 clean kills, though, for LAG. A few moments to breathe.
Afro is an absolute maniac, but with a shot like that, might as well be. Still keeping the pressure on, pouring through red, and no way. Shut down as well. Afro ready for the trade.
Oh my, Afro.
Second round.
Unbelievable. He is heating up. Is he overheating, though? There's the crossfire from LAG to stay alive. Ghosty picks up the trade. 2 minutes to go, and loads of lives to get in the beat.
Might be right about the overheat, too, because Afro no longer with his teammates. They're trying to flood in through the front. Joe Deceives for the cutoff, and awkward timing around that dumpster. We'll see right now the first man in, and he's going to deliver. Him and Afro attempting to work together. A 1v1 for the final second. Ghosty knows where the push is coming from. Adam Assault shuts him down.
Take that full burst from the Renetti. That's a lot of damage. Didn't seem to slow down Assault whatsoever. Second there in the feed for him. 19 lives to go. LAG are holding on well.
Gammy looking for the Aaron kills. It's a couple players hunting him, and Adam Assault, there's number 5. He's got 14 kills. Soul Man leading the charge for Gorillas.
And this is what you want to see. Joe Deceives stops the play immediately.
Assault doesn't even really look that old, bro.
Joe Deceives pumps the brakes on that and open play now towards B.
And for Thieves, you need the teamwork. No one can throw away their lives. Up top, Afro waiting for the doors. The timing might be perfect. Estriel, though, well, here's that one from a mile away, and Fame wins the gunfight as well. Back to a staggered push for the Thieves. Trying to group up and reposition, but they afforded nothing on that push.
A little bit of magic there from Estriel. Slows the play down massively. Trades once again. Diamond Con, how many can you get before being brought down? That might determine the next minute.
Goes to check the corner, just didn't win the gunfight, and Diamond Con doing the smart play. Heads up in that moment, repositioning on point. Diamond Con to use any gun. Coordination for Thieves right now, can't quite get it together.
Estriel there in the top bedroom. Here we go, trying to make the play happen. Assault back at it.
Now they got a full push B.
Hotel. 2-2 split. They're on to the point. That should be the B zone. In a lot of trouble. Fame damage. Got up the kill. Afro.
Not necessarily the B zone.
This could be it. Estriel trying to fight for his life.
And this is no lives remaining.
They only have one on.
1 of 2 ways, and that might just seal the deal. Only 3 lives.
That might be it.
That initial break from LA Thieves has gone such a long way. Just got to make sure you close.
Nades are going to land inside. A lot of damage. Joe Deceives stunned.
All right.
Now on, you're still getting the capture. There's the kill. As the final segment was not needed. The Thieves slowly but surely. Sometimes you have to bite the orange in order to peel it.
And it might have taken a little bit of time for Thieves to break that defense, but that opening break, they were 30 lives to 24, and they had Joe Deceives with the slow capture on A. So they bought themselves a massive amount of time to play for the kills, and it's the slaying that went out towards the end.
Map point, LA Thieves. Can they make it a clean 3-0 here on the Karachi control and push the series further? LAG now attacking round from them. We saw how it went the first go around.
And you see the extra investment. There you go. They're just going to double up around the B zone just to make sure no funny business happens. But, of course, the play back over towards A. Standard push off the break, but LA Thieves might be quick here for the response. Con by himself in the hill. Joe Deceives sent in for the freeze to kills. And now you might have a spawn trap set up as well. LA Thieves spread across the board.
Well, let's see how this
Cammy
goes.
has no idea.
From the top coop looking to top third. Eyes across a lot of the map from this position, but so exposed. Middle of the map covered now. Goes to a little bit of intel. Still has a cruise to play with and on a 4 spree.
Yeah, Thieves might have had to spread across the map, but they gave that up immediately and get punished for it. The Levy gets opened up on the chicken coop side of the map, and now you're just playing for staggered kills all over the place. Afro getting chased off spawn as well, but these are still just collecting every single kill, already up 28 to 22 on the life count. Gorillas can't make it out of their base.
Oh, Ezreal just about gets the headshot onto Afro there. Space now to play with. 40 seconds on the clock, though. Thieves are still holding this down brilliantly. Gorillas have got to get something going.
I mean, they are just slamming right there. There's cruise missile number 1. Afro's got number 2. And there is no hope right now. Ezreal, the lone man on this A zone, but they've just been strangling them on this map.
No one to cover, and Cammy can walk on in, possibly get it. Fame, right place, right time. Still keeping the capture going. Joe Deceives playing whack-a-mole against Ezreal from behind. Oh, here comes DiamondCon. Space to play with now.
That should be A zone.
Comes to 2-man stack. We could be looking at an additional minute of play.
Yeah, life count's been evened up just a little bit as well, down by a tad, but you can absolutely work with this. Cammy needing the hands, a DC, a heavyweight in the UFC, heavyweight in game.
Another hit in the middle. The ordnance from the LA Thieves is seemingly endless. They still have a life lead. One more crack at this. The B zone is all that remains. Can they hold it?
Easy reads on the flank as well. Gorilla's going to be taking their time. They're actually getting a pretty deep spawn as well, even without that junkyard pressure. So these right now, nice and patient. No open avenues of attack. And again, these have been very slow rounds on Karachi when it's only the B zone left.
Yeah, it's really slow. Front line's getting closed around them, though. The Thieves are in a little bit of trouble here. Joe Deceives has got to
Joe's going to get timing. Yeah.
There it is.
He almost did.
Fame now through the middle of the map.
He almost turned around.
Between he and Cammy here on land. Ezreal, the last man alive. A top AC with 45 seconds to go.
And Gorillas just can't get a single push going for them. Afro going to be playing aggressive as well, jumping into death. And you see his teammate actually with the frag grenade going to get the extra kill. So it is now a full hit through the front. Gorillas have grouped up together.
Posted up, Joe Deceives, here we go. Final 30 seconds. Ezreal's in. Assault, damage, Del. Sliding, keeping him guessing. Can Joe Deceives catch this? He does. A massive 2 kills. 7 lives left for the Gorillas.
Crazy, dude.
All they've got.
Yeah, trade's on point. They're trying to get a group together, but they are getting shot down along the way. But it is Joe Deceives by himself. His teammate's coming off spawn. If he buys you 1, you're feeling great. And he gives you 2.
That's it.
Oh.
That's it. The last bits of air snuffed out of the LA Gorillas here on Karachi Control. The Thieves stay alive in the series.
And that is a dominant bounce back from Thieves as well. That was not even close. Joe Deceives popping off on the one dicey moment in round number 1. But clean towards the end. That only buys them an extra map. We still know it is one problem and one problem only for the LA Thieves, and that is hardpoint. That is exactly where we'll be going for the map 4.
That's where we're going next. Coach Shane there from the LA Thieves. Glorified water boy at times, but a fantastic coach. Helped get the squad right back in this one. 2-1 as we go to another hard point.
I mean, yeah, he used to be a dog, so I think Shane, he's quite the tour, I'd say, on this LA Thieves squad. But solid scoreboard through and through. Joe Deceives popped off round number 1, but his teammates caught right back up to him. So completely on point there, even on the objective front. And Ghosty out there making moves. And honestly, for the one offensive round that LA Thieves had, Ghosty putting in 11. Very solid work.
There's non-traded kills again all across the LA Thieves. Everyone was winning their ones there on Karachi. That's huge.
That's actually the crazy thing. Joe Deceives got 20 on defense. He had 11 just in the first round, but yeah, I'd say on the defensive end, Joe Deceives, absolute menace.
Absolute menace indeed. Highlights here from that Karachi Control. That's another swift 3-0. See plenty of those here in the Boston Major 1 so far. I would imagine we're going to see less as we move deeper into the tournament, as the sort of higher ranked teams start to get at each other. We'll see how that all goes. Higher the play, presumably the closer the control games will get. But we will see. Plenty still to play for here in Boston. Man, we saw it all in this one. Plenty of streaks there from the LA Thieves as well. All of those netting their kills. See if they can keep that one going at the hard point.
Yeah, and Skid Row is going to be a very interesting map as well, because we talk about the pain point of hard point for LA Thieves, but they've only played this map once. And I mean, you know, we've seen those moments even when they were on map number 1 Karachi, where they're winning their rotations and they simply cannot hold on. There are certain hills on Skid Row, especially that P2, that they are very easy to hold. So the rotation game can be incredibly important. Not a hill you want to fall behind on.
We'll see the breaks.
Joe doesn't get those fucking 2.
Coming up next, we have to go the distance here in this battle for Los Angeles, which the Gorillas have had the advantage in for the longest of times. It's terminal. Search and destroy for game 5. We'll see if we have to go there. But for now, Skid Row, hard point coming up next. I get a chance. You talked about rotations being key. Breaks are going to be on point.
I mean, even sort of like a map one of the Skid Row that we're going to be seeing. Like,
these guys are stupid.
Afro and Joe Deceives go on an absolute tear. So, like, the boys are shooters. It's really just about that teamwork and, like, coordination that they have. But the way they're shooting map 3, I'm not going to doubt it.
Nope, no doubts whatsoever. It's going to be a very, very interesting.
These guys are fucking stupid, dude.
This tournament so far, but all the ones we have seen, absolute bangers, no doubt. This one will be the same. We'll see if the hands are still hot as we get into this hard point.
And it's going to be a focal point for Adam Assault as well, because you know he's going to be that man on the early rotations for the team, going top blue, trying to lock things down. And this might be a minimal thing, but the small things go a long way. Those trophies I take for LA Thieves, they were getting punished by the nades on map number 2. The trophy guys sometimes out of position with it, even on some of the hard point hills. Got to make sure you get to the right place at the right time with the right equipment. Be paying a great deal of attention to that on Skid Row.
On its way. Map number 4 here in this series. As the betting folks know, LAG have had a very, very decent run. As Ant said on the desk, though, Nameless did say for the last couple of weeks, LAG have not looked particularly dominant. We had a lot of hope and a lot of promise for this roster when they first came into the league. Diamondcon shooting fantastic, teamwork on point. Can they turn it around here?
And look, there's no expectation for this team, I think, to be dominant, right? Quite a few players coming up from the challenger scene. Esriel's going to be a rookie. Fame only his second year in Diamondcon, his first time in a long time. Adam Salt, he's got at least 1 ring, and he can certainly get a second with moves like that.
It's got to be very distracting. Genuinely very distracting.
I mean, if nothing else, it's like moments of levity. They never broke character when they were playing in the Search and Destroy, even if you hear it in the background. But nice to sort of get the vibes flowing in between maps. Obviously, Gorillas, they're looking for the bounce back. Need some good vibes.
We're just waiting on the map to get started here. As the Boston crowd gets themselves ready. Skid Row hardpoint. Map number 4. It's still match point for the Gorillas. For the Thieves, it's an opportunity to go to a game 5 and first of the tournament.
And again, for a Gorillas team that maybe they haven't looked dominant, but still the game plan, the work they've put in, the coaching staff through and through for Gorillas. They understand the game, they play it well. Joe Deceives, you saw what he just did in control. In hardpoint, it has simply not been there. This is the issue for the team. They need it fixed now, or they'll be on that plane ride home.
Here we go, Boston, map 4. Can the Thieves keep this run alive?
And nobody went for P2 right away.
Get the good spawns as well, so a strong opening break, a clean rotation. You can set yourselves on this map like crazy, but the opening salvo commences. A couple trades through and through. Thieves do have that early time, and right now nobody rotating towards P2.
A lot of red in that feed. Diamondcon nearly walks away with the second, but Ghostie's there to pick up the trade and then get that time. Over to P2 immediately. Yeah. Cammy's in position. He's running out of things to throw, though, and he's doing this alone.
Oh, he's getting some decent damage in, but at the very least right now for Thieves, you're going to get all of this time on P1. Nobody from Gorillas even thinking about it, and they're challenging and dying as well.
Oh, no!
Maybe a 1 pump.
Hey, you don't lose that!
Enough to get the trades, and 7, can he make it through? Yes, Fame has made the cross over towards P2. So Gorillas, the early rotation of P2 has been won. At the same time, though, for Thieves, they just got a massive amount of time on the first hill.
See how Cammy's MCW works at tremendous range. A little bit more damage there. It's still pre-patch. But the guns are at the ready. Fame there up top. Assault from down low. Trophies all over the place. There's no worry about anything landing. But Cammy is winning the battle of attrition there against Assault.
I mean, is he winning the battle? He's doing great damage, but look at the team. Absolutely nowhere to be found around this point. So much so that Esriel has just looped the map and is now shooting them from bottom of garage. But if Esriel's that far out of the picture, there's your route to get towards the point. Fame, got to make the read. This is for the time. And
after a team kill, so
easy peasy on that rotation. 30 seconds still to go, and it is more pressure coming towards the hill. Fame has to deliver again.
Fame's holding on now. He's home alone.
You just rotate here.
They're all downstairs. Will they make the hop up for time?
Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up.
The LAG squad, they've done a magnificent job of holding onto this position. Rotation's long gone. Yeah. It will be a battle on the south side of the map, but for now, Fame, hats off to him. That's a 6 spree.
Yeah, Mr. McAllister going to be having that cruise missile in hand, double hit through the back alley. I think LA Thieves might be ready for it. 2 players stacked up for the trade in the initial time, absolutely going their way. Maybe the third lead exchange we're going to see in this game.
It came out of laundry squeaky clean, they ended up dead. Diamondcon making his way through mid. Beautiful shots from Esriel there. Takes care of Cammy.
Cammy gonna spawn out.
Heads up play by Ezreal too, just to be switching weapons instead of
Now they're gonna 3 flood this.
Now the pressure coming
Yep.
through. Ghosty has to back them all down, but what can you even do? Ezreal off spawn, switches to the MCW, goes on a 3 spree, picking them apart, and Fame hasn't died in a minute and a half.
Instant break there. It's 8-2 from Fame. Back over to Ezreal. As Diamondcon, the player in the feed for his team, looking towards the barbershop now. Once again, though, the LA Thieves, good job on the rotation. They are there first. Here comes Diamondcon. Doesn't check the back.
They're gonna get broken
Fame
again.
down through the mid-9 spree.
Should be
This is
spawning.
about
Yep,
to be a
yep,
two-minute
yep.
life, by the way. The 9 spree as well. Extra guns in hand. He has everything for the right moment, for the right play. Can you read the corner? Joe Deceives jumping on top of him. Finally, what looks to be an actual stronghold coming out of Thieves. Right now, Gorillas very distant on this push.
Yeah, they've got that full setup. 2 players on the inside of the point, backstairs covered. The guard heading somebody in apartments. Oh, here comes Ezreal, though. He and Diamondcon fighting their way forward. They've made it to the window. There's the contest inside the point. No point throwing anything. Cammy goes through the feed. Assault trades. That's going to be another break. And a hold now.
You gotta get the last man though. Joe Deceives, maybe the wrecking crew. Still gonna be a bit of a battle through the window. That was a passive sort of hold out of LA Thieves, but all's well that ends well, and they're gonna shut it down. So a very strong hold on the barbershop. They do not get punished, but what Gorillas have in response is rotation. 20 seconds left though for this old time, so Thieves are not in a hurry, but see a couple players gonna be falling.
And they're starting to play a lot faster. The Thieves working together quickly. LAG doing what they can to now get over to Nuke.
And this is a brutal setup as well, because Fame is going to just be above him. So as soon as he gets the information, he is so far pushed up on the map, has a couple players he could just shoot in the back. Stun's getting the intel. It is 2 players in garage for LA Thieves. Nobody else going to be anywhere near this zone.
Here we go. Post it up. Trophies are all in position.
Oh, he
There
called
should be clear
Ghosty.
skies for now. Ghosty loses the fight. The feet give them away. Zestro holds on to it now. 10 and 10. Lead change. LA Gorillas.
And still, even on the cross, it's a bunch of players. You see Assault just gunning them down in the meantime. Now you get Fame to go on the pinch, apply that pressure, and just slow them down. Looking to be a perfect hold from your LA Gorillas. Lead exchange, as you pointed out, maybe one last hit, trying to deal with Ezreal. They've at least taken Adam Assault out, and there you go. Ezreal jumps up, he's going to fall, and a P5 break might just be it.
To the very least, you get him off the time. You might not be able to get it if you're the Thieves.
So this is
Still trying to
fucking
maintain
nuts,
some
dude.
control through the middle of the map. They don't have it.
Thieves can
15
rotate
seconds
early
now,
and they're
going
still
back
gonna
to
get
the
broken.
Gorillas.
Yeah, you strip away that extra 10. Little play might go a long way right now. Gorillas certainly making amends for the bad
Maybe
spot
not
at
off
the
this
start.
P1,
Nice
but-
little lead.
Nice little lead. Let's see how the
Nah,
comms
Ghost is
sound.
dead
A very
here.
quick listen in with the Los Angeles Gorillas.
He's in firing construction room.
I didn't have the nade.
He's in time. He's in time.
Wait, I got pinch. That's one mommy. He's on. I'm nice, 2-2. He's gonna be fire.
With you.
I got pinched. He's right side fire. Left side fire in the corner. Trying now. Tunnel after him.
Got me from 6 steps. 6 steps.
I'm new.
6 steps of fire. 6 steps of fire.
Nice. Last one time. They spawn Zig.
Hard on that shit. Yeah, all of it.
Nice. They spawn back alley too.
Dead. Back alley now. Back alley now. Back alley now.
Alley. Sunny 2.
They all sound.
Weak to a nade.
My heart's done. My heart's done.
There, me tunnel too. Go side.
Flat, Joe.
Nice. Go side.
I'll be in time.
One shot. He's gonna be out. He's one shot. Yeah, one bottom garage. Shine quick. Garage already. Might double it.
Garage.
Garage. Good day.
Garage dead.
Three. Last one. It's to me. Last one. No. Campus small.
I have tunnel. I can get tunnel.
Fantastic composure from the Gorillas. They hold on to blue.
I don't know how I feel about Diamondcon's fucking comms, bro. It's just all monotone.
They don't get the break. They are going to get punished. Couple kills going their way. They have so much pressure on the back end, but the kills are not flowing right now. Assault from the hill, able to pick up one, and the reinforcements down low, softening up the blow. 40 seconds left of this time that they are super soaking in the hill.
Oh, and there we go. It's a firing squad from the top. The hard point. The Thieves are throwing themselves into the guns of the Gorillas. Now Cammy up close. Damage dealt. Not enough to end the life of Ezreal. We're looking at 200 points and climbing in a moment as the LAG squad is marching towards a victory.
Yeah, Thieves not even remotely close on that break, and this is so much time for Gorillas to get sent in for the kill on this rotation. You see the deep route potentially being taken by Ezreal.
The last time they rotated early,
Going that direction, or they're grouping up together, going to be hitting it through mid.
they got broke.
Slowly,
Like right away.
The
So
kills are there. Afro sends
looks
it.
like it's gonna
Gets
happen
cut
again.
down. Hard Hard points up once again. LAG, we saw what they did in the first hard point. They had an immaculate hold on Karachi. Can they do
He's
it
not going to
again
check
here on
garage.
Skid Row?
Well,
He
that's
is
a
going to check
great
garage.
job reading the pressure through top mid. So LA Thieves stack it, get a couple kills. There's going to be a trophy on this hill. The information might be good. They're going to be towards those mid steps, but the pressure's coming in. Thieves, they know what's up. 3 players for the exact lane at gunfights, and they're going to get it done at least for the first 2. Thieves for the moment holding strong.
Oh, they've done enough damage, but they didn't catch out Diamond Con. More of a Diamond back lying in wait. The damage dealt gets a second. Disgusting shots. Assault now versus Afro in the point. Thieves are still holding on.
He dodges the stun as well. Dodges the stun and gets the time. He's in the mix.
Like I said, broke right away.
Through, but there's the break
30 seconds later, but still.
And add an extra 17 seconds to the clock. They are going to be an inch away from winning this game.
Another rotation.
It's over.
Is there. He's in Barbershop. The spawns are good now for
LAG's game.
Afro trying to make his way across the bridge. Fame is there to end him. This could be it. The final moments of the LA Thieves here in Boston. Damage dealt. Looking for the break. There is the break. They're in. They've got some time.
That is the lifeline they are looking for. But you got to be perfect from this point on. 3 players through the back. Diamondcon working up top, and Diamondcon the first to strike. So the guys in the hill are going to panic. They got to look 2 ways.
Yeah, GG.
Back door, bang wide open. Joe sees 1, 2. Can't get the third. That could be time. That could be game.
GG.
Cammy, send it. Fly forward. No. Fame cuts him down. Final 5 seconds. The Los Angeles Guerrillas have done it. They have won the battle for LA, and they have sent the Thieves home.
With a whimper, LA Thieves, that is lights out for them on that flight back. A team that seemingly just cannot win hardpoint. Never going to see success on this stage with a performance like that. Guerrillas taking full advantage. And all honestly, that round 11 from Fame might have been the play that sealed the deal. Making up for yesterday, Guerrillas balling out on the main stage.
Certainly making up for yesterday in a big, big way. The Guerrillas walk away with a win here. They will advance deeper into the tournament, a 3-1. If not for that brilliant game of control out of the Thieves on Karachi. They did a great job of bringing it all together. You guys have no idea what's going on. The venue. Salt is throwing his hand warmers into the crowd as we look across the game flow. And there were moments, Chance.
Adam Salt, very much a fan of kind gestures. We have been seeing quite a few, adding one extra to the list. And this was a bit of a back and forth game, but you see the moment where things turned around. That P1 to P2 towards the end, Guerrillas just drove the nail in.
There it is, 3-1, the final score. And it would be, we'd be amiss, Chance, if we didn't throw to an interview on the stage with the man of the moment. Certainly, maybe not necessarily the man of the match, but someone who's definitely going to have a lot of fun to say. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Assault is on stage with Guy Blaze.
Thank you so much, Miles. I got your 2018 World Champion on the stage. Give it up for Assault and the Guerrillas as they stay alive in this tournament. And, you know, from the beginning of the whole matchup, this crowd was rooting for you and the Guerrillas, okay? How did y'all get this one done?
Honestly, we just use teamwork. It's what we've been preaching every day. We played more together today. So, I mean, it's about us playing together, bro. It just makes the game easy when we do that.
It definitely does, right? Now, did you realize why all the random cheers was coming for you multiple times? You guys love him?
You guys are awesome.
Absolutely wild. All right, now the tournament's not over just yet. What do you guys want to work on going forward here to go into this next matchup?
Just closing out our late game situations. I think sometimes we just get a bit frantic. So, you know, late game we have a lead or something. Just got to slow down and work something together, honestly. That's about it.
All right, yo, we'll see if you guys can get it slowed down and under control. Now, what do you want to say to these fans out here and the ones in the chat that's been cheering you on?
Thank you guys so much. I've heard you guys for both series now going nuts, so I appreciate it. I don't know how that meme started with me doing the hand warmer stuff, but I'll take it. Appreciate it. Thank you guys.
Take us away.
I want to take this guy to Vegas, roll some dice with them, and just nothing but dubs out of LAG. Hear from Joe and I at the desk. These two incorrectly
pick
Wrong.
team.
In the battle for LA, you win with the Thieves. They never win it. Why did you feel like they could today?
Because of how bad LAG have been, honestly. It didn't really feel like there was a good option in either side of the series, but for LA Thieves, man, like, I got to commend Ghosty through
All right,
match
chat, we're on a quick break. I'm going to go let my dogs out
crumbling
and
at
feed
the
them.
end. They had a crazy comeback on that map, number 1, and almost a perfect hold on P1. They end up getting shut down at the very end there. Joe Deceives just not watching the left side street, but you got to think back to the search and destroy. That's where they had the opportunity to get themselves a foothold in this series. And Fame, a one-man wrecking ball, comes in and probably the most ridiculous three-piece that we've seen so far in this game. They use that momentum going forward and clear the series.
I want to talk a little bit about Diamond Khan. He was the player we highlighted on the desk before this series. What is his experience in Call of Duty? Are we saying he's in the rookie running? Is he a second year, 5th year, 8th year player? Where's he at right now?
I mean, I don't know what to classify it as. Obviously, I think we all go back to Cold War when he had his brief stint with NYSL, and they performed very well, right? They get to a top 3, and then, I mean, he's got to go back to Challengers, does extremely well in Challengers, and then last year with the whole LAG situation, obviously you have RCs on the team, and he's just the one player left out. But then he goes and makes a statement. He dominates Challengers, and at that point, it's just sort of like, we have to give this guy another chance in the league. And so far, I think he's showing what he is capable of. And this LAG team, as Assault was saying, they just have to work on some of these late game situations. We saw it yesterday versus FaZe, but he was this crazy play.
This made no sense.
Out of Fame. I mean, he hits the hip fire on the player prone. And that was really it. It's Joe right here. Watch this. It's not this kill. It's right here. Is he snapping?
What? Like,
I don't know.
I can't even believe he pulled the trigger in that time period. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's just starting to pre-fire. He's starting to pre-fire that second player that's prone. I mean, Joe's going to go back and watch that and be like,
that one set the internet on fire. Octane said he was doing a CSGO transfer for the 3K. Well done, Fame, and well done, LAG. They are alive for now, and they will play one more time later tonight. We're going to a quick break. When we come back, it's match 3 of 5. What a Super Friday. It's a party here in Boston. Don't go anywhere. It's the CDL. this one, and so am I. We got Nameless joining us on the desk and a very special guest getting fired up to watch Miami in an elimination bracket. Welcome to the show, Maven.
Vamos.
Thank you for being here.
Vamos.
Appreciate that. All right, let's jump into this one. We have a fantastic matchup. I want to start with the Las Vegas Legion squad that, coming out of the gates, we thought had potential, that they could be a threat to some of the top teams. You got a world champion in attack. Standy looked like a rock star at times last year. They had some of the pieces, but the match wins have not gone their way, Alley Cat.
I mean, this is one of those weird situations where the makeup of this team is pretty solid. They just haven't found their footing yet, I feel like, so far in this league. Maybe a situation where they're still figuring out the game. They're still figuring out their roles. But Vegas Legion, if anybody's going to upset Miami Heretics, I think it could be this team.
With Vegas Legion, they've turned around a little bit for me. You know, this is a team where you expect them to be bottom of the barrel coming into the league. When we saw them play Optic Texas, extremely close. First two maps, they look fantastic. And then Control, that has been the game mode that they have not been able to figure out. Worst Control team that we've had in the world so far. And that is something that they have to fix. When you talk about hardpoint, the differential isn't too bad. They're -10 in hardpoint, -10 differential in hardpoint. Things to work on, but they've shown promise, and they do have talented players. We have seen the potential, and you can see for the Monster Energy pregame, they need to convert early advantages. They're 4th in opening dual win rate, which is absolutely fantastic, but they are 11th in conversion. You have to capitalize on those first bloods, especially with the roster that you have. We know how good Standy's been in Search and Destroy in the history, and then 3-13 round record in Control is just unacceptable.
Listen, Vegas Legion has given up 2 reverse sweeps. I think that is the difference maker in the qualifiers. I don't think you can see that happening on LAN. Having the boys all together, they should be able to power through if that's the scenario, if they're able to go up 2-0 again. But you're playing Miami Heretics, a team that was coming into this tournament top 4. They had just 3-0'd Optic. They had ruined them in the online matchup before getting dismantled in the winners bracket. Maven, walk me through this lineup. What have you seen from the Spaniards so far?
Vamos.
So for Miami Heretics in this situation, I think they have a major advantage, obviously, right? We're talking about a team that was in the top 4, but unfortunately go up against Optic Texas round number 1 and just could not get anything going. If they have any serious advantage in the series, it's definitely going to be in the slaying category. So for the Monster Energy pregame, it's kind of like, where did S&D go? They started 3-0. They've been 2-4 since holiday break. Lucky had a 1.78 pre-break, and now he's sitting at a 0.86. So looking for a turnaround from him, and they might be good at rotating, but if you can't hold the point, there's really no use. So for me, Miami Heretics, just get back to the fundamentals.
I don't know how much I want to take from the series yesterday against Optic. They did recently play them, and headed into that online series, it was a situation where Optic knew that they were going to play Heretics regardless of the outcome of that series, and it just felt like Optic had every answer for them, right? Like on Karachi Control, we've seen how good Heretics can be. Optic countered it perfectly, and this is a team that has a very deep map pool, and coming into the series, you like their chances. They're positive on 4 of the 5 maps throughout this series, so Miami are feeling very comfortable headed into this one.
We're going to Karachi for Search and Destroy. Keep your eyes on Journey. He is my X Factor for the Heretics today. Maven, which Heretic player do you have your eye on?
Vamos!
Absolutely. I understand always backing Vickle, your favorite player to stream with. We've got a little bit of time here for some pick'ems, so I'm going to go nice and easy and tell you guys that this is going to be Las Vegas Legion starting up 2-0. And then the Miami Heretics are going to reverse sweep them for a third time.
That's demoralizing. Don't say that.
Maven, where are you going?
Vamos.
Miami Heretics. What about you, Alley Cat?
Vamos.
Miami Heretics. Nameless.
I just feel like Legion are going to clutch up. I think Purge turns it around. He's going to have a good series. I'm going with the Las Vegas Legion.
We got some Legion fans, and a big shout out to everyone here in the venue and everyone who is across the street. We have a jam-packed House of Blues hosting the Challengers event. Let's take a look at some of the action going on there while we give our players a few extra moments to get ready on the main stage. Alley Cat,
yes.
You considered playing this year in Challengers. We had to convince you to hang out with us on the desk for another year, but it looks like a good reason. There's a party going on.
Yeah, I remember Maven was just at my door banging on it like, no, you can't leave us, but look how cool this venue is. I'm kind of upset I haven't been over there yet because Call of Duty is back, and so is the Passion Pit. It looks so lit over there, but I bet it smells terrible.
Yeah, you never know. I've seen some Call of Duty players walking around smelling good colognes. But listen, the Passion Pit is always a good time. We've already seen some of these clips coming out of people screaming, going crazy, getting amped for the tournament. The community has never been stronger.
Looks like fun. I'm going to go join in on that, and we're about to have the fun starting here on the main stage. So everyone went Miami. Can we get some map predictions? You gave us what?
He's been saying Legion the whole time.
Yeah, I think
Legion. Sorry. Yeah, you went Vegas. So what's
the
map score?
I thought I was going to get away with saying only Vamos the entire death segment because I had very little to add. But now that we hit the fill, I was like, all right, I can talk now.
I actually do think Legion turns it around here. I mean, they've shown us some good things, right? Like in Hardpoint, they've looked pretty solid. And then in Search and Destroy, I expect this to be a fantastic team.
They've shown moments in like everything. It's
in
just
every
like,
series,
can they click it all at once?
Yeah, and if
they
there's
close out the map.
Yeah, and towards the tail end of the online qualifier, a lot of these bottom teams, they had way more competitive series. You know, everybody wanted to write off Carolina coming into this tournament. Well, they looked absolutely fantastic. They want it. They need to perform. And a guy that I'm looking at is Purge. And he's bottom 2 statistically in the CDL. He has to turn it around for them. And I think he can do it in this atmosphere.
Let's see if he can hang on the main stage. We'll see what he's got for us.
I don't think
look at our Hardpoint
Heretics should win this, bro.
See Hardpoint every best of 5.
Although their break is 12.
Walk me through these, Allie.
The biggest struggle right now for Vegas Legion is they haven't had the slang when it comes to hardpoint to keep up with some of these top teams, and they're currently on a 4 hardpoint losing spree. So they might be 7th overall, but Miami Heretics still technically have the edge despite being 12th when it comes to breaking. So if somehow Vegas Legion can come out and win that map number 1, which is looking not so likely just because that is Miami's favorite hardpoint map, Invasion, they are 3-1 overall, then Vegas Legion could set themselves up for
if they're 12th in breaks, you just got to rotate, man.
Moments here as the players are just getting finalized there from Vegas Legion. Can we real quickly hit what went wrong for Miami? Because in their losses,
you're not going to fix your breaking issues in a week.
Than their 3-0 victories.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I attribute a lot of that to the matchup that they already had against Optic. Like, that's a tough team you're going up against. It's going to be difficult to beat them twice. I mean, obviously, Optic has crazy performers over there. Shotzzy had 5 First Bloods in the Search and Destroy, and then they played 2 of the same maps that they had in that exact series. It's not always going to go your way. I still have a lot of faith in this Miami team. I think they're extremely solid.
Yeah, I'm not like super worried because you kind of came out very strong. You know, your record didn't really exemplify how good you were because you didn't have a very hard schedule early on. Then you got a wake-up call. You got a loss. You kind of got reality checked a little bit. But then you answer back quickly with that 3 over Optic. Like, you're like, all right, we're the real deal. You've already been reality checked once and bounced back. That's why I'm not that worried about it. Like, I think they know what they're capable of. I think they know they can get caught. They're putting that one in the rearview mirror. They're coming out firing.
Boston, you guys ready for us to start the game?
Vamos!
Let's send it to the stage with Blaze.
I love Maven, bro. He's so good.
Thank you so much, Chris. Boston, it's time for another heated matchup, and these two teams know how to handle this pressure all too well. But who's gonna tap out first? Coming to the stage, give them your vamos. It's Miami Heretics. Make some noise for Metals, Lucky, Vickle, and Journey. Vamos, Miami Heretics.
These guys are looking to make a statement in this series. They haven't won a map yet here at Major 1 after being absolutely stunning online, taking over. They have some players who can light it up on that stage, and I can't wait to see if they can go off. Vamos! Let's bring out their opponents, Blaze.
Definitely ready to make a statement, and they're going to need all the energy at home and in this venue because this next squad coming to the stage, ready to level up yet again. Make some noise for the Las Vegas Legion. We got Purge, Attach, Standy, and Narrow. Looking to get Sinful, the Las Vegas Legion.
A franchise that are used to being underrated, or used to being overlooked and put in this situation, now has some star-studded players on this roster. We've got Purge smiling on the main stage, as well as Nero, and we know what he can do on the map once he gets going. With the leading of Standy and Attacks, there's no reason they shouldn't be able to upset this match. Let's get it going, Blaze.
I'm ready to get it going. Boston, send us off. You ready to go? Same here. Whole shift, study, let's go.
Let's go, friends and family. Lots of Vegas fans out there in the crowd.
Tax is that guy, man. He's that guy. You know, he's been around for quite some time.
That's true. I mean, Clay's able to get Carolina fans going. Why not attach for the Vegas squad? On the other side, we are looking at Miami to try to bounce back after their tough loss yesterday versus Optic. The good news, I think, for both the two teams here, this is a very familiar map set as we look at it. All three invasions were played.
Yeah, it should be Heretics.
All three invasions went in favor of Miami Heretics. That's their bread and butter. Whenever they see invasion in the series, they're jumping up and down in their chat. But when you go up against this matchup specifically, Heretics yesterday, they look like a shell of themselves. When we watched them all throughout the online factor, their teamwork was just outstanding. And the pressure that they applied on the map together as a unit, it was top tier. Yesterday versus Optic, it wasn't really the best. And then on the opposite side for Vegas, I feel like Vegas, even though they started off the season 1-6, their first two matches, first one was Minnesota, you get it done in game 5. Second one, Carolina, you get reverse swept in that one. And the next 5 matches that they had to play were the top 5 seeds going into this event. And they played them fairly close in all the HP. So I feel like Vegas Legion, it's a good thing and a bad thing that they are starting off 1-6. Good in the fact that they got great practice versus some of the best teams. Bad thing because obviously you need the points going to the later half of the season. So I think Vegas Legion are a huge question mark, and a lot falls into the hands of this young man right here in Purge.
I like that. I mean, yeah, he's been bottom 2 KD pretty much across the board in the league for every single mode. But look, watching this guy play last year through when he was on Omit, especially during the grand finals, he was a key reason of why a lot of teams are looking at him saying, hey, he could be our pivotal AR pickup going into this roster mania period. And there were a lot of teams that were fighting to try to get him on the roster. But he has to show up here in this matchup. We saw Miami, even though in the loss, they were squaring up really nicely. I think in particular, that AR battle is going to be a really interesting one to keep our eyes on.
Yeah, Purge is a guy that obviously people have been talking about. Yeah. Before the offseason came in, there were multiple teams fighting for this guy. So obviously he was doing something right on the map. So far, when the season started, he hasn't really been having the best performance. But now this is your first pro match on the main stage, going up against familiar players in Miami Heretics that you played in Challengers years after years. So you know exactly what's going on. So I don't want to completely write the rookie off yet. This is your opportunity to really make a name for yourself.
And I think the thing about it is not only are we getting all 3 invasions back, so you have some homework you could go back to and say, okay, we know what to expect that Miami may pull off. But at the same rate,
Purge might be going back to
could be an opportunity for them. And I think also looking at the Skid Row, we've
Challengers.
seen Standy and Euro absolutely
If they lose this,
in time, those could also be big factors for this Vegas team to pull an upset here.
Yeah, the Karachi Search and Destroy, neither squad has played it. So it just comes down to what kind of strategies we're going to have going into that map number 2. And a lot of it is going to be based off of what you get in momentum-wise in map number 1. If you come out and absolutely dominate, you're going to go into the map number 2 really confident.
All right, there's the terms. Now it's just down to figuring out who comes out on top and continues their potential run through this tournament. A lot of eyes on what Miami can do to bounce back, in particular in the matchup versus Vegas. Last they played, medals popped off 1.7 in their opening map. That was actually for the loss. Keep that in the back of your mind. So if he can continue to reap this Vegas team, could be a great start for Miami. But we'll see how things go. It's a grudge match rematch here for Miami and Vegas. Let's get it on.
Here we go early into the P1. Vegas Legion, Miami Heretics. Miami on the bounce back, starting off on the bad side. So Vegas Legion going to be the team early on in towards this P1 HP. Just want to slay around, keep your teammates protected, and that's already 3 dead in the feed. Vegas coming out swinging.
Journey, the only one left standing, has to wait for help, so he'll just finesse his life a little while longer. And actually, Vegas are on the hunt. Care before this next hit starts to develop.
That was a wild challenge, bro. Holy schnitzel.
25 seconds looking good, and Miami need to try to find a way to hit through hole.
Yeah, and if you are Miami, you have to find breaks. They've had 13 attempts on this map and have not had any success on either one of those. It's already a great start if you are Vegas Legion. Almost 30 points collected at this P1 HP. They're trading effectively, and they're already thinking about that rotation. The only player
I like P1 where it was. I don't like the new P1.
Just trying to hold these cutoffs those teammates get.
A lot of the tight maps that Vegas have had throughout the course of playing up against some of the best hardpoint teams in the game have been by way of, can they rotate better? So far, so good. 40 seconds on the first. You thought for a moment with the numbers in place where they were that Vegas was going to open up construction to their name, but not the case. Miami gets the quick break, and now a chance for them to earn some time of their own.
Just util dump.
Contested for another 5 to 10 seconds.
Yep.
You see all of Vegas Legion, their game plan right now is to flip these spawns. We don't want to get trapped in towards the backside of Palace, especially rotating over towards the next hill. So everyone conga lining right through the middle of the map. Doing a great job of at least finding that first kill, and that flips the spawn now for Journey. So if you are Vegas Legion, job well done. Now we got to get him off the point.
Hardpoint will go neutral for now. Metals up top has a good look at everyone down below. Off the reload.
Oh my God, there's no reaction from fucking Legion, bro.
Nice little three spree for him. Miami take their focus over towards not just the scrap.
Fickle's got the spawn. Never mind.
Vegas Legion, they thought they made the heads-up play. You find those kills, you go for the pinch, but you just do not tech top treehouse. And that's what Metals finds 3 to keep Vegas, again, spawning all the way towards back palace. They are in the trap. You have to get out. You have to get past Lucky, and at least a couple shots come down, so he's able to reposition himself, but he's still here to cause problems.
Does he have the read on the Nero? Oh, he may have, but doesn't make much of a difference. Nero with the kill. Now you start to look over towards the hard point as Vegas continue to stretch across the middle of the map. Only 2 players in their way, but Miami trying to get themselves set up off of spawns, looking to try to find some way to assist Beagle, who's kept his head down. Trade starting to come through. Now it's the hit for the hard point, and Beagle.
Oh my God.
Okay, surprise, surprise, Miami with the hold.
Yeah, that's just a moment right there where you have a 2v1. You're sending from both sides of the hill. You have to find that trade. Beagle makes it happen, and now Miami are going to find themselves up by 50 points. Vegas Legion, again, losing another rotation to start this one off. They have more bodies on this side of the map. You just have to win these trade gunfights. Where are the players from Miami? Metal takes down one, but Standy's there for the trade. So now they have the opportunity. You just have to take down Metals. He keeps on finessing towards the treehouse.
Yeah, really well done here for Miami. Again, talking about their rotation percentages, it hasn't necessarily been the worst part about their game. It's just down to can they actually get time off of these rotational setups. So far, so good. Vegas now setting up for their break attempt. Not really finding much success through street side. Standy will at least confirm one trade front side of the hill. Allows a chance to contest, but it's in pieces. Individual hits has Vegas reeling.
And this is where you have to make that decision if you're Vegas. We're not trading effectively until the treehouse. Finally, they find a break. That's a much-needed 40 seconds. Because if you allow Heretics to get all that time and you commit towards the rotation at next, basically down by 100 points, but still gunfights going left and right. Nero with a huge one in towards the top treehouse, while his team is holding down that next spawn. So this is the opportunity for Vegas to get back into the game.
How messy can Standy make the exits here?
He doesn't.
Answer, not very, as the quick kill comes out for Lucky. Where does he spawn up at? Yeah, he'll be right there at Palace. So Vegas will be fully set up, ready to go for new, but a lot of scrap time given away for free. The gap is wide as Miami now take their efforts over towards Palace.
And if you allow Heretics to break this hill, they're basically going to be able to call a game right here. Vegas
if Lucky picks off Nero, they have a chance to break the hill.
Seconds in an HP with a proper hold. So if you are Miami, just got to take your time, work a couple kills. Attach is starting off with the first, holding down that right street. Just full on 50-yard line. No one cannot cross. Vegas holding on strong.
Everything being watched. Miami taking their time, trying to get a couple of players off the region. Where is this focus hit going to come from? Well, nowhere is where it's coming from. Quick kills come through for Vegas, 3 in a row. Lucky also seen over towards that ice cream location. No chance for him to make a play. The first 30 seconds are free for Vegas.
Yeah, and they're not even going to contest this anymore. Heretics know, like, this is impossible. We don't want to feed any potential cruise missiles, so let's set up back at that P1 HP where they did dominate us the first go-around. So they're going to be the team early on. Just got to try to trap him in towards back palace, not let anyone slip on by. And Nero making it to that mid-tank. He's the first line of defense that you have to focus on.
Big moment here for both teams. Vegas, you find a way to break. All of a sudden, you find yourself at the ascendancy. Whereas for Miami, chance to bounce back after what was a very liberal 60 seconds given for free. Attach also on 4, looking for possibly an early cruise missile, and Lucky gets caught playing up on top of the rafters. Metals with one trade, but Vegas find the break early.
This is a nice early break for Vegas Legion. We just get a full 60 at Palace. You force Miami to hit that early rotation with about 30 seconds left, and as soon as that hell pops, your team is in it first. Attach walks away with his life. He's on a 5 streak, and potentially earn a cruise missile, pick up the S&G. He can do it.
Oh!
He finds himself a cruise. Lucky finds 2, so the hill is still contested.
It's in your right corner, bro.
Andy should have him dead to rights here
Nice.
in the corner. Finally, the kill comes through. Miami quick to try to re-break this, though. 30 seconds still to fight for, plus the rotation needed for the Heretics. Contest on the way. Standy's trying to find a way to hold things down, and as they do, we'll head on over to a Vegas Legion listening to see if they can finish off the hill.
Nice, good shit, good shit. This time, someone take it. He's on you, one shot. Last guy's on you. He was on the P2 tank, okay? He was on the P2 tank. I don't see him square. He didn't square yet. I'm stuck in one shot. It was Lucky. Okay. So hit him with nade on square. He's behind the square. Hit him with nade. Okay. Hear that?
I'm pitching this guy square.
Square dead.
Nice.
I'll get time. He's gonna be close left. Get behind square. Get behind square. Give me one shot. You have to get time.
I'll get time.
I'm going. Oh, no. One shot done. Nice.
I'm looking dark.
Lucky. I paint dark.
Lucky dead.
Nice. I said your P2 tank.
Square, bro. Nice.
I need help on one shot.
I'm on streak. First guy.
Yo, get in time. I'm on a streak. I have your pillars.
Don't have the pinch yet. Close right. Dark pillars. Other guys on
Close right.
There's 3 there. There's 3 there. Close right. Take your time. Take your time.
Lucky one shot. Pillars.
And right side. P2 tank again.
Lucky one tank.
Yo, P1 tank. P1 tank. P1 tank.
Get alright. Get alright. Get alright. Get alright.
Can we send this guy?
He went in on P2 tank.
P1 tank. One shot. Absolute P1 tank.
I need it.
Nice. I need ult. Could be dark. Yep.
Oh wait, what's fire truck metals went into new time.
Okay. Dark. He went to left. He went P4.
Lucky's ult on me.
You want P4. You want P4. Play for new. Play for new.
I am. New.
Crossfired.
One stop heaven.
Great stretch right there from Vegas, able to find themselves a lot of time on P2 and the rotation to 3. And I'll tell you, Jay, we've got a tight game of 3v3 going on right now. Journey and Purge have not really been able to participate to the levels that the teams would expect.
And the way that Miami's playing that, like, first P2 went all to that. The second time, Vegas Legion held that from the back end.
Purge, this isn't Purge's game, man.
Because the only player on this point was Metals. You go for the trade, you flip the spawns, and now Vegas Legion have blown this game wide open. Keep in mind that they have those cruise missiles to work with. They no longer have to focus on maintaining palace spawns. They can win the game at the next hill if they continue to hold. You just got to be the team air early, and it falls into the Rook, who's currently sitting at 5 and 15. This is the play to win the game, and he finds 2. Vegas Legion win the rotation.
May not have many, but that double could have confirmed the map right here, right now. More
no, not
players,
yet.
Though, coming up the street, 3 and large. Going to be trying to hit this with full force. Purge, watching this, needs to at least take 1 down, you'd think. A couple of bolts will attach.
Oh, wait, he's not dead?
For a couple of kills to come
all right, Purge got joked right there. But either way, he ain't been playing too hot.
And this is where now, if you're Vegas Legion, only 15 points away from winning the game. Purge is on a 4 streak. Let's let all the cruise missiles start raining because it's impossible for Miami to try to find this break. It's going to fall into the hands of Metals. He goes through middle. He gets cut down. Everyone through the front. This is basically game.
Absolutely locked down by Vegas. 250, 167. I mean, you said it. We've seen this Vegas team compete against the top 4 teams in hardpoint over their online phase. We said that, hey, you just rotate a little bit better, you probably take a handful of maps. Here, they're able to execute nearly perfectly, especially in that second set of hills.
And the same thing for Miami Heritage. The thing that's been costing them in hardpoints, more specifically on Invasion, is simply not finding breaks. We're talking about multiple P1s dominated by Vegas Legion. And then in the second rotation, the fact that you were trapping him in towards back palace, Standy was staying alive towards the backside of Tractor, finding multi-kill after multi-kill. When you allowed him to get time there, and you lose the next gunfights off the rotation towards bathrooms, Vegas Legion basically locked it up, man. They just played perfect the second half of this game. Miami was just a little too slow. Obviously a slow start from Journey, but Vegas Legion find themselves up 1-0. I'm telling you, this team is just hard to read right now.
23 and 12 for attach, 4K damage, 18 non-traded. And don't worry about the hill time. Standy Nero's got all that covered for Vegas. So a great opening map, especially for the vet and attach. And this completely changes the dynamic of this entire series, let's be honest. Because coming into a map number 2, we talked about the Search and Destroy being a map that neither of these 2 teams have played particularly well. But the momentum you can find off of map number 1, huge for Vegas.
You gotta be feeling great if you're Vegas Legion. It's not like they any pushovers in Search and Destroy. A lot of the SMDs they lose, they find themselves up in rounds and then slowly start choking their way back to losing 6-5. So if you are Vegas Legion, you're up 1-0. You beat one of the better teams in hardpoint at their best map. Now you're going into a Karachi S&D that obviously neither squad has played it together as a unit, but you know exactly what you need to do. It's all about that mid-map control and the way that Standy was playing. On the opposite side for Metals, those guys are going to have a battle all throughout that P1.
And we need to find, again, just hitting the points that the desk talked about. Metals needs to show up here in the Search and Destroy. First 2 weeks before the break, Metals was godlike. Since that point, though, a lot of the Search and Destroy for Heretics has not seen that same consistency out of Metals in particular. So there are a handful of elements, not just from the team-wise, but looking at the individuals, it hasn't been a one-for-one compared to how Miami started off their online qualifier, and it was really reinforced yesterday versus Optic.
Yeah, and alongside Metals has also been lucky. Like, he, before the break, was a 1.76 in S&D. After the break, he's sitting at a 0.7. That's a whole 1.0 jump. That's completely different from what Lucky is used to. You just have to get back to that teamwork aspect of Search and Destroy. We saw it yesterday versus Optic. Just a lot of individual plays. We saw Vico every single time on that invasion, challenging Broken. If he wins that one-on-one, they usually find a lot of success. But if you lose it, then your team is in a disadvantage. But as you take a look at the game flow, it was back and forth. But then when at the very end of the game, it just came down to the bathroom hill, to the treehouse hill, and that's where Vegas Legion were able to lock it up.
A complete flatline. And again, we talked about this. if Vegas could just rotate better on maps like Invasion, they're going to start to absolutely dominate. They hold one of the best points per hold as they get into a hard point. So great start for Vegas. Now looking over to the Karachi, we can really dig into this one. Like we mentioned, not a lot of results to look at from either side. The one major factor, though, talking about Vegas, is they're great defensively finding opening first bloods. The only real thing to keep your eye on, though, is can they get the bomb down offensively? Because Miami I won't say love, but they let the bomb go down more than any other team in the league, and they really aren't all that successful in getting the retake going.
So that's your opening right there if you're Vegas Legion. You have SMG players, you have objective-minded players who like to take a lot of ground. And on a map like Karachi, I think the perfect play that we have to watch is Standy. In every single search and destroy, he puts himself in a position that's so cheeky, that's so difficult to find him, and he gets a kill, gets out with his life, and then eventually challenges again. So on a map like Karachi, where he can switch up that pace, take mid-map control, even pull out the AR, be aggressive on the top ACs, that's a guy who really can change the factor of how Vegas Legion play this S&D.
And here is those opening duel statistics for you guys again. 4th overall, but that 65.2% defensive win percentage is the best in the league. So you talk about a map like Karachi, get your ARs padded up, find a way to get that first blood, turn it into a conversion success, and you think that there is a very steep chance that Vegas can start up 2-0 against this Miami team who has yet to find a map here on land. Not the start that they want, but chance to turn it around here, get us to level footing before we consider the control. And you talked about Standy a lot. Don't forget about Nero. He has not been particularly great, but if he can find a way to figure it out, this could be a very nasty Vegas team.
Oh, if this guy right here figures that out, he's sitting at a 0.5. I promise you, he's one of the most untouchable players in the game when he is on point. So Nero feeling that confidence off the map 1. If he can trade it into this map 2, even better. Into the search and destroy we go. Heretics on the attacking side. Keep in mind, they're going to place a lot slower at this B point because there's no trophy systems to work with. Vegas Legion have read it. 2 players already working the flank.
Oh, and Vico, he does get a little bit of information. I thought he was going to be dead to rights, but that changes everything for Vegas. That full flank now has to be modified as Miami will have gotten the alarm bells ringing that the pinch is on. Just comes down to, can you find any success with the trophies not being here to actually get this bomb planted? You're kind of stuck at bridge.
Yeah, you're literally stuck. Right now, if you're Vegas Legion, no one has to do anything. You just got to make sure they don't put this bomb down for free, because a forward for retake at this B side
bomb down for free.
Easy to do, but the bomb does get planted. And they have one player going a full pinch all the way around backside chicken coop. The rest of Miami just holding down this bridge area.
Bunkered up, but a lot of noise has been killed. Can Vegas create some doubt on where this retake is coming from? Late smoke allows Attack to start peeking forward. First shot's decent. Equal on the flank, though. Able to make sure most of this hit stays safe. First 2, make it 3 kills for Miami. Perfect.
1v4.
This bunker has been unbreakable. As Nero's the last one standing, this would have to be a 1v4 plus the defuse. And if you can't take it by the candor in my voice, it doesn't feel very hopeful.
Yeah, he stands no chance in this round. All right, let's see if we can get a second kill. You know, keep the gun hot, because this first round is definitely going to Miami. And I think if you are Vegas Legion, right there you have them trapped. The only information that you need to make sure that you have on that round to secure it is to not let that bomb go down for free. You let the bomb go down, those are super difficult gunfights to try to take them off the head glitches on the top of the bridge. And then you just win those trade fights on the side of Heretics. Nero finds a second, but still went to the round of Miami.
And the opening play for Vegas, love the idea of it.
Yeah, I loved it.
Put a little bit of extra pressure on the back, keep Miami thinking, but the thought was good. Bunker up, let them come to us. A lot of nades had been spent in the opening as well, so I'm sure that was also tallied. So see how round number 2 starts to develop. Mostly looking again to see, can Vegas find successful bomb plants? Miami have left the bomb largely open, these sites, to allow a chance for retakes. And this time, it'll be Miami getting aggressive through the B side.
It's going to be the difference.
Vegas will actually get a read on this.
Yeah, and his 2 players aggressive as well, but Nero, he's not slowing down. Finds his 3rd of the map, make it 4.
You know he's going up. Oh, the hell! That Nero's hot now, bro.
3 on the round. Journey now left in a 1v4.
Journey will see a couple. A little discipline coming out of him, but the help is very swiftly there. Nero's already let him know about it. That .5 is not going to stand for long. He's gunning like this.
I'm telling you, he's playing like that. Just an SMG, super aggressive, super confident. Finds an ace on the round through the middle of the map. 2 kills off earning that cruise missile, an instant response on the attacking side to tie the game up at 1. Now you're going into the second round on defense. You got trophy systems to work with. I say we save a bunch of our nades this time because we can shut down that B push if you put them in that trap again.
Nero's the only one who's got kills on this team right now.
He's doing good. 1-1.
Yeah, I'll say. Let's see what the mind games will look like this time as Miami's going to head this right over towards mid. Vegas still looking to play a little bit more aggressive with their A, but not as far forward as they had the round previous. But Miami will hold their ground just a touch, and it's Nero through mid-map.
Good
He'll
trade.
find himself another kill before being traded, but the follow-up good, and we'll go into a 2v3.
That's a big first kill from Nero. Unfortunately, he does drop, so no cruise missile will be earned, but Standy instantly there for the trade. Now it's left up to Vico and Lucky, who have had a lot of clutches, at least early on into the year. To try to clutch up.
Just gonna let it down again.
The bomb's gonna go down.
3v2.
Oh, Vegas Legion 3v2 now.
And there must be some doubt that Vegas thought there was going to be a re-wrap back. Both defenders over towards the top side of the map, wrap back over to A. So now this wrap coming all the way over through the offensive side of the map is going to take forever to get here, and it's all being watched by Lucky. Can he find good contact? Oh, he may have just had the worst piece of COD timing ever. Here comes the hit from behind, and Miami just don't have a look at it yet.
Yeah, they have no idea what's going on. Lucky's getting some really bad COD timing, but the entire time, Purge is holding down their spawn. Knows that no one's on that side of the map.
2v2.
Lucky eventually takes him down, attached there for the trade.
2v1.
12 seconds.
Standing.
Vico
wins
That's
this.
a free kill for Vico. 1v1 with the tax. The snap is in, but
And he doesn't have it.
Doesn't make a difference. The time has been killed, and with that, Miami will find a successful 2v3 conversion.
Matches can't happen again.
They just read it wrong, bro.
Vegas Legion have the advantage. Once again, they get costed on the round because we're just simply not watching any crosses over towards the B bomb. Purge was a sole man on the backside of Palace. You got to put yourself in a position to watch that cross, especially knowing that your teammates have everything at A. If they don't get the bomb down, at least you're able to call it. They're able to play a lot faster. It's just took too much time to locate what the players from Miami were, and eventually leads to a Miami win.
Next up, Vegas trying to find a way to get the offense, continuing to find success from both sides' perspectives. Miami coming out of spawn with something a little bit different. A hard focus in the middle of the map and a lot of nades tossed to Tatch's direction. That'll be good for first blood. As the
That's a good fake, but
the A site, which to be fair is completely vacant.
Yeah, you're okay. Standy already found himself in a great position towards top grab, and unfortunately he jumps out the window right into Metal's pre-aim. So now it's a 2v4. The young Rook and Nero is having himself a great search and destroy so far to try to clutch this one up.
Got to go big here if you're Purge. He'll likely be first contact as Miami starts to get this retake going. Nero still playing down low. First contact onto Vico, doesn't win the gunfight. Now it's just down to Nero, who he may have found a little bit of timing here. A check for Metals, but the double for Nero. Not fully confirmed to the pistol. Will finally lock
NT.
So Miami will successfully retake once again.
Hey, if he gets that second kill a little quicker, he probably turns on the third guy, makes it a 1v1 with the way he's shooting, but Miami started off with the first blood onto attach. They snip out Standy, and in a 2v4, they just play their numbers, play the trades, and walk away with the defensive round. Now starting to pull away in this search and destroy. If you are Vegas Legion on the defense, it's been all about B.
Yep.
You send two players every single time through that red side. You get those trades, but we just got to shut down this B plan.
What adjustments come through, though? That's the question. I mean, when you don't have a lot of participation on a Purge, do you look to the SMGs to kind of take over the map?
Yeah, because right now you have Standy and Nero working up that red side. I think you just switch the positioning of one of them, have them be aggressive up towards bridge so they can put themselves in a position to shut down that play.
Well, it's going to be Nero by himself. A three-man hit for Vegas over towards the B side of the map. We're going to get some conflict here early as Attach will respond to the opening nade, almost in the exact same position. Vico now the one to fall. And once again, Vegas continuing to find great success in their opening defensive kills.
And you see Journey across the map. He's just waiting for
They're about to get beat down for free again.
Some kind of information gain so he can be the island player, and he catches Nero to make it a 3v3. But it's still standing in a great position.
Just fucking.
You're gonna be good.
Metals is going to sneak this one off for free. Lucky just watching along the route, but on the exit.
Oh, man.
Standy's
Couldn't even
get
one.
Completely to one shot, and eventually just gets the pre-fire out to find the kill. Smoke not going to allow him to get an exit, and Standy, similarly so, will also find a bit of an escape. Just keep your eye on Journey. He has to come here and help as the bomb's already being diffused. Purge trying to stick for it, and Lucky getting taken down means that Journey will not get here in time. No retake this time. Bomb defused.
There you go. You make the adjustment on defense. You put Standy in position to instantly take that bomb carrier down. And then once Journey finds that kill across the map, Lucky puts down a couple shots from Coop. You have all the information. Journey has to work his way all the way through mid to even contest it. We take down Lucky, we will be able to stick the defuse, and that's exactly what Vegas Legion do. Adjustments on defense leads to the W. Now down 3-2.
Little game of chess starting to come out for both these two squads. One round the difference at the moment. Back over to seeing what Vegas can find on the offense. It'll be interesting, I think, just to see if Miami's going to continue to kind of stack the box. They had 4 members stacked over towards mid. They're allowing the bomb to get planted, just trying to overwhelm with numbers for retakes. And that kind of seems to be the idea once again. 3 members stacked down towards the bottom side of the
They're going to
map,
late nade.
still using the middle to their success to rotate. And it's just Journey by himself over at A.
Yeah, they're going to hold their nades.
But Lucky's able to find that first one onto Purge. So now they have information on 2 players. Because Narrow did put down a couple.
They got B open, except for the guy up top.
Already an advantage is Miami. As Vegas is slowly starting to work their way up.
Yeah, they should have planted already.
Sure, it just comes down to does he want to actually dive in and get
Bro,
involved?
Purge.
I believe both players over this direction. Yeah, that's enough for Stadia to hop over towards B and commit for the plant. Nero making a mess of things mid-map, but only finds one of the 2. Oh, and Stadia actually hops off the plant. The help coming so swiftly for Miami means that now there's no post-plant for Attach to work, and this would be a 1v3.
But you can never count Attach out. One of the best S&D players to ever live, and he definitely has that clutch gene in him.
He never checks top 3.
Remaining on the clock, bomb down
Damn
already,
it.
But now his position is known. Miami's going to reposition themselves, take control of chicken side, and make this a lot more difficult for Attach.
They absolutely know the bomb's down over here towards B, so yep, just don't put yourself in the line of fire. Little shoulder from Vico will confirm that Attach is nearby, but gives up.
There you go.
Shots.
You know where Lucky is. 12 seconds.
Lucky's just going to bounce off, Attach, hops, collects, and now it's just down to how the 1v1 starts to progress. Lucky will allow the bomb to be planted. Challenge starting to come through. Stuck just on the other side of the archway. Attach right over the top of the car.
Snaked his ass. Oopsies.
Stands up and lets the whole venue know you got a challenge if you're going to try to let me stay alive.
I told you, that guy's got some ice. He's got that clutch gene in him. The fact that Vico commits to that one-on-one gunfight, it doesn't throw a shoulder, that's a misplay out of Vico.
Agreed.
And then in the 1v1, there's 11 seconds still left on the clock. It's not like Attach is going to chase you down into a chicken coop. No, he's been playing Search and Destroy for years.
It was a one pump.
We still have time to work the bomb plan. You get it down, you know that Lucky's going to be aggressive on you, and you hit him with a nice slow 1 pump at the very end to clutch up the 1v3 and tie the game up at 3. What a play from the world champ.
Unreal. 6 and 3 for Attach, 3 in a row. Nero still at 10 and 5 after the electric start he's had. And Vegas get us locked into 3 apiece. Miami focus over towards mid-map once again. Delayed out of Lucky over towards the B side of the map, and the focus to isolate Standy will come through. Attach in a little bit of trouble, will also forfeit his position and back up.
And now it's free. A free bomb plant again for Miami if they decide to take it. But the bomb carrier is going to
Nero has no fucking idea, bro. That's crazy.
Nero to now make it a 4v2 scenario. Purge going on a deep flank, but Attach just has to hold his position. It's going to be another 4v2. You have to retake at B.
Yeah, it's real tough. He's got to watch 18 things at once right now. Did see, I think, a part of Metals. Trophy will make sure that nade doesn't land. So Attach will have a little bit of information. I don't know if he fully saw Vico escape back over towards market side. So once again,
I don't think he did.
The problems are numerous. He's got to find a way to get a first blood, and surely there's a call out over towards Lucky, and there is. Purge now dropping down low. Almost takes care of Vico. Not quite able to find it. Now a second 1v3 opportunity, but no fireworks here as Attach quickly dealt with.
Yeah, a lot more difficult to try to clutch that 1v3 up. Miami do exactly what they need to do. This time, make the adjustments. Catch Standy as the only player crossing over towards that B bomb, and then read Nero on that deep flank. He's hit it multiple defensive rounds now, and Vico's able to catch him. Just a 4v2 retake at B. It's never going to lead to a lot of success. Miami, 3 attacking rounds so far in this map.
Decision time here for Vegas as well. After a couple of number situations have not really gone their way in the opening first bloods, do you try to maybe just continue to try to bait out these?
Why did it get blurry all of a sudden?
Something with a little bit more concentration. This time Trophy for Miami placed aggressively, and similarly so, here comes the B defense moving really far forward.
This is literally perfect play right here from Vegas. You get a couple tacks to get invested over by the B point. You also have one player playing slow over towards Chicken Coop, but Lucky has read the play. Wow. Lucky has read the play, but Attach finds the first blood on the pinch. Already a 3v3 scenario as Journey finds that one, but Nero's there for the trade, 3v2.
Oh my God.
He gets 2 and
nice.
It's filthy. And a quick little tempo change. That time it's, hey, look at all of our nades being thrown to B.
Exactly.
Bomb goes over to A.
And the crazy thing is, like, they get all those nades to get over towards B. And at that point, they're like, oh, we don't see anyone. So we're going to rotate back. And it
they're
plays
13
right
and
into
6.
Lucky's hands, but they were not reading Attach to be the sole man over towards the Chicken Coop side. He finds that player on the pinch, and everything else falls into the hands of Nero. He plants the bomb, finds 3. Mr. Do-It-All right now in this S&D.
Man, this Vegas team is really showing us that, yeah, our online schedule was tough, friend. I mean, they're fighting a good Miami search right now. And They're getting it done. This time, Miami back onto the offense. Quick play over towards B. This will be their first for really full tempoed play. You don't really have many defenders in place. It's just Attach who's watching at range. One other player up close in the form of
you have a nade, bro. Nice, you don't need it.
The bomb will not be planted. First 2 kills go the way of Vegas.
Now it's instantly a 4v2. Left up the Lucky. Vico gets taken down. Narrows on a 5 streak. You might as well just jump at him. You're not making any bad plays. Him and Standy get that one done. 2 and 2 from both the SMGs. Shut down that B pressure. Now Vegas Legion at game point, but I think when you want to go into this attacking round, we got to get this kill from Narrow.
Big time.
Cruise missile can change the entirety of the game.
Absolutely the case. But do you change it if it's not broken? That's one of those situations. Don't need to pull out the duct tape if you're finding as much success as you had, especially with the tempo.
You just wait the first 5 seconds.
That's fair.
You can't get first blood behind it.
True, okay. All right. See what the call looks like here for Vegas. Try to get this done cleanly with a couple of rounds in a row and possibly the extra benefit of having the cruise missile in the back pocket. Bomb leading over towards A. This is a very similar setup offensively to what Vegas had done the round prior.
They know it's fake.
They're just shaking it nice and slow this time around. A couple stuns do get invested, but Narrow's playing for this kill. Journey going to be the aggressor. And Attach finds the first blood again onto Metals.
Journey's on a fat flank.
Bomb making its way over towards A. Miami's looking for kills here. They have completely missed this play over towards A. And now with players deeper towards the offensive side of the map, they got to be saying, wait a second, we got to get back over towards A.
1v3.
Over the top side of Junk will find the first kill. This will be a 1v3 for him. Bomb planted to his favor. And he's going to change the angle completely. No one's seen him make this move. How much ice could this be for Purge again to possibly win? Would have essentially be 2 maps in a row. Sees no one's on for now. Extra time now in the pocket. Lucky starts to check. No way, no how. Purge now for the 1v1. Vico on the other side. Has to check it just one more time. Vico.
Why would you challenge it, you fuck? Oh my god, he got it though. That is crazy. If they had time, bro, Purge was getting dropped.
We're talking about a clutch train hard point by catching a 2-piece off the rotation. Not the best start in that search and destroy. He was sitting at about 1 and 6 going into that final round. But the way to get it done, the rookie gets it done in a 1v3. It was just a repositioning out of him. He was so quick on his decision-making there. He goes from Junkyard, finds the first kill. The fact that he's able to maneuver his way through Ticket, slide on out, make his way behind Cafe, and no one is able to spot him. Miami just simply had no information on where he potentially could have been. And then once he finds that kill onto Lucky, there's only 17 seconds left on the clock. Vico has to make a decision. Am I going to be aggressive? Because he's just going to throw shoulders, just try to play his life, let that game clock wind down as much as he possibly can. But he plays it from sight. Purge checks it at the perfect time and clutches up in the round. I know he hasn't been having a stellar series. That's 2 clutch plays from the rookie to now be up 2-0.
And on top of that, the 15 kills
he almost
ties the
cost it.
Kill record, so it's just all going right for Vegas at the moment. Invasion Control coming up next. Again, this is a rematch from when these 2 teams had played. It went all the way to round 5 last that they were here. So again, we're only looking for small adjustments out of Vegas because honestly speaking, they're playing pretty polished and they're looking real clean so far. Miami struggling, need to find a way to reset as we head over to the break and see if Heretics can find at least a map win here at their first major. We'll join you at the backside of the break.
If I had to call one person and they had to answer the phone.
One person answered the call.
One person to answer the phone I feel like would be...
Fellow. Easy. Celium.
Insight.
Ghostbusters.
Probably Cammy from Thieves. He'd probably answer me, I reckon.
Wow. That's a question.
Draza, I mean, he loves me. We talk all the time though, and checking each other after our scrims. You know, he calls me every single time they beat me in a scrim. I call him every time we beat them. So it's just it's brotherly love.
I would do. Definitely teach Lamar. Jodeci. Let's go with Danicon. What that?
I don't really talk to anybody, so I'd say probably a freestyle.
If I had to call one current player, probably TJ Haley, my good friend. He could probably answer him for me.
Scrappy. Attach. I would say probably accuracy.
Ghosty.
I think I would call either Benjamin Vance or Cammy, the old teammates. They got my back, I'm sure.
Almost got costed that to go to round 11. Crazy. So who does LAG play? Seattle? No, because Seattle already lost once. So they lose again. I think they played. I don't know who the fuck they play. Probably Boston. Yeah. Or if Legion lose this somehow.
The Call of Duty Week is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
Tune in throughout Major 1 this weekend to earn awesome in-game content. You can rock the Frostbite Blueprint, charms, emblems, calling card, and get XP tokens. Be sure to link your account now to start earning.
I haven't gotten any of those. My account's been linked.
The players and of course the audience here in the venue, but Scumpy and the boys also in town with the Scump Watch Party. Make sure you guys check them out throughout the entirety of the event. It's like bows are staying nice and hydrated.
Those are the boys right there, man. They're definitely a lot less stressed. Their squad does not have to play today, so they're enjoying themselves some good Call of Duty that we've had all day so far. And now we find ourselves in a series where I thought it was going to be an upset. We've seen 2 upsets so far. Obviously, New York getting eliminated the way that they did. But Miami, they were one of the top teams going into this event, and they're playing one of the lower teams. And Vegas Legion have just come out swinging so far.
And how about the veteran play from Attached? Nero gets the kill record tied, but this 1v3J, unbelievable head games being played here by Attached.
So he finds that first kill, and now the repositioning from Miami was perfect. But there's only 15 seconds left on the clock. You know that he flips the side of the map. The fact that Vehicle commits to that gunfight, you make it a more manageable play for Attached. When he grabs that bomb, there's about 9 seconds left, and Lucky doesn't put himself in a position to instantly chow and try to catch him off the site. A little shimmy, a little dance from Attached. I told you, he's got that clutch gene in him. He's been doing it for years, and he showed it again.
And that's the thing. I'm glad that you highlighted the fact that what is Vehicle doing without Lucky helping him in that 1v2 when you know for a fact the bomb's on down on the site.
Exactly.
And you've got high ground positioning. It just felt like, again, that's another moment we've seen from Miami where their teamwork that we saw online has not necessarily showed up on land. The good news here for Heretics fans, you're still one of the best control teams in the game. And you're going to an invasion where we expect this to be a defensive slobber knocker. And let's be honest, both teams have not really
slobber knocker
offensively.
Yeah, both teams have not been great offensively. But Vegas Legion, more specifically, has not been great in this mode. And already starting, that's a clean 2 dead. One with the nade, one with a headshot. Vegas Legion are not going to try for anything fishy. They're not going to go for an early A push. They're just going to try to commit towards the B point. And Miami, they're ready. They have the nades. They have the stuns to contest it at this time.
Vegas just needs to start finding success on the objective in particular. Yeah. They rank the lowest in the CDL, only averaging 2.9 per offense.
That's not good.
Oh my
they
God.
rarely capture even one full zone per round of offense. So that has to change, and a couple of good kills will at least allow entry for Vegas to jump onto the B point.
And I think the biggest turnaround that they can do to get that
Nobody's
objective
picking up
better
dark.
is simply keep up in the slaying. We're talking about a majority of these rounds. They always found themselves down by 5 to 6 live in every single control round, but that's already 2 segments in. Metal's going to be the aggressor with that SMG. He catches them off, and now you are trapped. You have to get out of back palace.
They should know that Lucky's nearby. Yep, a couple of the tags already.
They don't know he's at the tank, though, do they?
Also kind
Yeah,
of alerts
there we go.
Vegas to where he's positioned. So the spawn trap affects a lot of the clock, but it doesn't fully keep Vegas from being able to approach one of the zones. And actually, they get free avenue over towards A. Miami's so invested in this B defense that now all of a sudden the clock stops and Stadium's making work on A happen.
Yeah, now you just got to stay alive. Have your teammates watch your cross, and unfortunately, Purge cannot win that gunfight. Now it all comes down to
Stan's getting shot in the back.
I don't know if the first segment is going to be complete. No, it is not. It's only 30 seconds left. Vegas all coming back off spawn. Only 5 kills on the round.
Tatch realized he's here.
They got to keep up in the slang if they
That
want
is
to
with
stay
the 2-piece.
That's been the story all year long for a team that's only seen 1 control win so far in the CDL. Over towards B. Finally, Vegas get on, stop it at 14.6. Double stack.
Third tick on B done.
Extra 60 seconds. Miami seeming like they ought to give this a little bit of a contest, and well, they do at least get some position.
They got live
not
advantage.
enough to confirm any retake of the zone. Extra 60 added. We have a 5 life gap with just a minute on the clock.
And this is the opportunity for Vegas to maintain the map control. Standing gonna go for the one-on-one chow. Purge finds one across the street. Now he's just dancing around this bathroom hill, but unfortunately walks into the Renetti of Lucky. So now you have a Tatch working on a spree. He does get cut down, but Vegas Legion is still maintaining Cafe. Purge has to put himself in a position to find a couple.
Really good defensive control here for Miami, not allowing the OE to be hit. Good focus from the front as well. So problems starting to amass here for
Just let him
Vegas.
cross now.
A lot of this going through the previously captured zone. Trades continue to come out in favor of Miami. Standy only able to find 1 through mid-map. 30 seconds remaining, 8 lives. This is the last chance to win for Vegas offense.
Yeah, this is going to be their last push. You have 2 players going on a deep flank. Standy working his way to try to win this one-on-one versus Lucky on the right side of A Street. And Nero starts it off with the first kill, but Beagle's going to spawn close towards
They
the
don't
back
have enough
gas.
time.
He's going to be able to reinforce himself really quickly. Just comes down to this gunfight. If Standy can find it, no, he cannot. And with only 10 seconds left, Miami looking like they're going to walk away with this defense.
Very comfortably at that. Journey also on 5 in a row to finish off the round. Lucky to 4, so potential streaks to be talked about as we start to go over towards the next offensive round. And even though Miami, I guess I should back up, we said that neither team was particularly great on offense. That's for this map. Miami, generally speaking, actually has been good on offense. It's just been a kind of cracking the code on invasion that's been a problem for every team really out there.
Yeah, it's just not easy to win attacking rounds on invasion. You get those close spawn towards back gas, so you're able to instantly reinforce over towards that A point. Only some teams are good at it, and Miami, with them only having 2 attacking rounds, believe it or not, they're 3rd in the league when it comes to winning attacks. So Miami win the defense, exactly what they do. That now puts them to 8-1 in that.
I like Miami's colors.
Now, if you are Vegas Legion, you have to stand strong. You have to win this segment battle. You can't give up ticks at it.
Even more so, see if you can get these possible cruise missiles out of the conversation as well. Purge on a long cross. This essentially allows Miami free entry in towards A. Lucky right here alongside Beagle, and Vegas have not had even a look to defend this A zone. That is way too easy. Miami's going to come away with 1 tick and possibly more, and Vegas are nowhere near able to challenge this hard point.
Yeah, the strategy is just not the best. You can't have a 2-2 split, because if they win at least 1 gunfight over towards A, that's already the first segment done. And now you're nowhere close to the spawn. They're about to complete the second. They get in there just at the nick of time. A clean 3 dead, only 1 segment given up at A. Now you got to trap them as best as you can.
Beagle able to at least keep this A street open for possible contest. Nero actually steps out to try to take the challenge. Eventually, help had arrived to confirm the kill on the Beagle, as the rest of Miami are trying to work through mid-map and try to find entry over towards B. But there's a lot of Vegas defense here, and Standy kicks us off with another double.
And this is perfect right now, because Vegas Legion are outslaying. Miami cannot get out of their base. They only have 1 segment with 45 seconds left. You have multiple players from Vegas waiting for the push over towards B. Unfortunately, Attach gets guns out of his socks, and the same player in Standy, he falls as well. So Miami have the numbers. Now we got to get on this B point.
First last one left. He's been scouted out, and then the double team. No worries there for Miami. So Lucky on for now. Possibility to stack this up as Metals will join him. So first tick of progress swiftly going to be completed. Vikul actually bounces further out of the zone, trying to make a mess of the defensive retake, and he's pretty successful in that feat until he runs right into the waiting arms of Attach. Last one left alive, Metals, and he may be allowed the second tick, but he needs help.
Yeah, he needs help quick. And all of Vegas Legion, they're cutting off as best as they can. The rest of the players coming off spawn, but Metals doing a great job of just finessing around this B point. Second segment gets complete. That's now 3 dead in the feed. Vegas Legion now forced, with the spawns that they have, to give up this B point, now play a minute 30 defense over towards that.
Yeah, Journey does survive to get through mid-map and call out Nero playing for that trap, so a quick kill from Metals. 120 on the clock, just a 1 life differential. Miami looking to extend through the B zone, up possibly through Laundry, and once again, Vegas are kind of fighting the war on 2 fronts. You've got a possibility of moving through mid, but there's a lot of focus in the back that needs to happen.
Yeah, it's a big kill, though. Coming in from Standy on the pinch, shuts down that player going up the A street. Now you know exactly where the rest of the pressure's coming from. That's through Blue and through Mannequin, but Journey finesses his way around, finds the kill onto Purge, but now his positioning is known. The rest of his teammates all the way across the map. It's only him and Vikul to try to get something done right now.
Not a lot of time. Journey trying to assist over towards the zone, but gets pushed off by a Semtex follow-up. Not good by Vikul.
What's up with the fist, man?
It's just all Vegas all the time, apparently. Sparring class in session. 11 plays, 15. 40 seconds on the clock, and now Miami find themselves in kind of last chance territory.
Yeah, this is basically the last push coming in from Miami. You have to find a couple kills in the middle of the map. Vegas have every cross covered. Team shots come in, but Journey's able to win that one-on-one versus Standy. So now he's going to maneuver his way up through DVDs. Try to sneak his way into Mannequin while Vikul finds the second. Miami still have an opportunity to get this done.
3 members could burst right into waiting arms of Nero. 17 seconds on the clock. The double up comes through, but Standy's able to get damage from afar. That's enough to take down 1. Pistol out for Nero. He's now on 3 in a row off the reload. Does he get a read? Sure does, but doesn't win the gunfight. Help had arrived to confirm the trade. With 8 seconds remaining, Vegas defensively will hold.
Yeah, this is a good defense from Vegas Legion, but if you are Miami, you will take it. You know how difficult it is to win attacks on this map. But you find yourself up by 1 segment going forward. So now if I'm Vegas Legion, going on this attacking side, you got to commit something over towards A. Because it can't be that easy for Miami to find just 2 kills and at least earn 1 segment of progression over towards that A point. We know how easy it is to cap B. Just stack over towards the broken side, and you also get that closer spawn. So you just try to work for A right off the rip.
It just feels like often on their breakoffs, as we've watched them across every map in Control, they're just so quick to fall behind the 8 ball.
Yeah.
Their opening breakoffs are 3-for-1 trades against them, which is never what you want to see, especially on offense on invasion. So that has to be better. Let's see what Vegas wants to try to do. A lot of focus actually over towards the middle of the map and to be quickly. And you do get Standy up pretty aggressively in towards P1 with 1 player watching for a flank, so clock is stopped at 120.
And I love this play right here because right now it's the mind games for Miami. They're thinking, all right, they went towards B, they're probably going to do it again. And now this allows slowly but surely Purge to work his way up the street. He can't find that kill through the mid AS and D as he tries to recommit and actually loses that fight. So it would look like to be a great start from Vegas. Instantly gets shut down. Now we got to go back to the bread and butter. Let's go towards B.
First tick of progress, good. Help on the way. Not a lot of Miami Heretics members nearby as there is an aggressive gunfight over the middle of the map. And the Heretics actually need to kind of get up and go here. We've got 3 members stacked for Vegas. Second tick quickly going to be earned. And Miami looked like they very well will have to concede this B point. Look to play for exits.
Gotta play for exits. They're not finding any kills. At least they found a trade onto Standy. The guy that was trying to make a play happen through Cafe area, but that's already be out of the way. Believe it or not, Vegas Legion are up in the lives remaining currently, but does it stay that way? Now that they have 2 minutes to work with to work towards A, just have to get out of the trap. Eliminate these Miami players who will push up in your base. They try to start off with Vikul. He gets cut down. They find the other 2 going for the flank. Already a great play, but look at Nero on the minute.
Number 8 White all the way on the back. Vikul got at least some idea that this could possibly be a play, but does get gunned. Looking for the trade is Journey. Very politely opens the door. Nero's right there now on 4 in a row. And Miami's nowhere nearby to try to deal with A. A really strange spawn for Attach. He can actually get to A to assist. Does Lucky have an angle at this? He's so deep over towards Palace Wall that all of a sudden the clock stops at 126. And Vegas have members that can deal with the trap.
And Attach is able to stay alive as well. He stays alive long enough to where he finds a kill, sets up Standy. And now Nero is still on the point. Already job well done. First segment complete. You just have to clutch up on these fights. They don't find any. Now it's all on Nero. You have to find at least 1 kill to earn a cruise missile, but the stuns, everything coming in to take care of him. Now it's 19 to 15 in lives remaining, a minute 20, but all of Vegas Legion hitting that reset.
Yeah, that feels feels like a possibly missed opportunity right there for Vegas with the very strange spawn for attach that they're narrowly able to turn into a very successful moment. But Miami off the bounce back good. Now a 5-life lead down to a minute 5 on the clock, and Vegas are all 4 men hitting over through the old zone.
They got a minute, so they have some time to work. You don't want to wrap back and fight that player out the street, because if you don't win that gunfight, it just takes a lot of time. So we got to commit to the overextension. Fine journeying towards DVD. Unfortunately, the trade is not there. So 2v2. 2 players already pushed out towards back gas. Vico reads it, though. He takes down Sandy. Now you take down Purge. Another reset button push for Vegas Legion.
And once more, we find ourselves in kind of the last chance territory. 37 seconds on the clock, only 8 lives remaining, and Miami is all over the map. Not going to let anything go uncontested. You've got Vico
all right, we back
down towards Bridge. Journey here at DVD Alley, no worries there whatsoever. Plus support from Lucky. Kills are good for the Heretics, and really, there's not a lot of members even remotely close for Vegas to even have a chance at this A zone.
With only 15 seconds left, it all starts by taking down Vico. He's just dancing around these Humvees, finds the first gunfight win onto attach. The nade does come in, but now it allows his teammates to hold down this A street. Vegas are not going to be anywhere close. 15 and 3 in lives remaining. Started to get heavily outslayed towards the very end of this round, but if you are Vegas Legion, you will take that. A team who averages 3 ticks on this map, you get 4 in that one. Now you find yourself up by 3 segments. You just got to not allow them to complete that B point or get anything towards A, and you're going to have defense around 5.
Only problem is Metals in that kind of late spree did get 8 in a row, so he's got the cruise missile earned, looking for possibly double-digit streaks. And that could be a tool that Miami may try to invest here to at least confirm an extra tick of progress. It definitely will likely guarantee you a round 5 defense, so could be an opportunity to strategically pull out the cruise missile here in round 4.
Could definitely use that as an idea. So far, they're just going to do the easy work. All right, I love it. They know that they're down by 3 seconds. We're already outslaying them. We're going to guarantee ourselves defense if it does go to round number 5, but we just get B out of the way. So even with Metals on an A streak, just working his way around the broken area. Now make it 9, trying to go for the 10th, but clock eventually does come to a pause. They're on the B point.
First tick of progress being worked on by Vico. Metals still kind of overwatching just above him. Lucky also down low to assist, and the only responsibility
Purge has just been getting shit on all fucking series, dude.
Double digit on this streak, and with the first tick being locked in,
they need to swap him out.
Off spawn, they're giving up a lot of presence over towards A to try to reclaim this B site. It has to find success, and Standy does turn a double into an opportunity for Legion to reclaim the zone.
But it's still Metals on a 10 streak, potentially going to drop a nuke. Got a no king where he is. Finally, attached does that. 2 dead, make it 3, and this is the opportunity where Vegas Legion can potentially put them in the trap, but a big one-on-one gunfight right there from Narrows is now going to allow them to be aggressive over towards A. They get 1 segment. They're currently down by 2, and there's only 40 seconds left. It's time to use that cruise.
Lots of information going to be scouted out here as Legion had given up a lot of their defensive presence towards B in order to try to play forward. Opening trade comes through, big 1v1 here, side staircase, Vico, lots of damage. The pistol will finish things off out of attach. Back out of the zone, go Miami.
There's nowhere here to contest them either. Vegas League, you need to hit some nays. Something needs to go in your favor, because if you give us these segments, you will have attack going into round number 5. Second segment already in. Trophy's already
That's
down.
it.
Semtex over the top, nothing connects, and just like that, Miami take 3 segments. Guarantee themselves defense just in case it goes to round number 5, but extend that time. More time to work with over towards that.
Dandy long route around the backside at B will help Vegas clean everything up over towards that previously captured zone. So minute 8 on the clock, 3 life advantage. Vegas looking to push a little bit further forward, set up a bit more of an obstacle for Miami to work through. Opening nade actually lands on a Nero, so once more Miami get a little bit of free clearance. The only one in their way would be Standy here on the B side of the map, and Purge down low over towards A, and both players finding kills have this Vegas defense feeling good.
And you got to outslay them heavy right now. That's the biggest thing that you need to focus on. No one dropping, because the only way we get defensive round number 5 is if we outslay them. It might be mathematically impossible with the way that Purge is playing.
Mathematically.
Are turning up, finding all the kills. If you can potentially earn a cruise missile in the back pocket of Standy, that could play wonders on your next attacking round. But with only 30 seconds left, Miami has yet to leave the base.
Yeah, there's no routes anywhere to find. Nero shutting things down from the quick wrap in towards mid. The rest of Vegas still very firmly in control of this map. Standy up to 27 kills, 27 and 22. He is all over the place with tons of engagements. Miami, last chance to try to cut through, and they need to deal with Purge first and foremost. Metal's not able to do it. Purge pistol out, not able to beat Lucky to the punch, but not a lot of time here in Miami. Maybe just a little bit too far away from having a chance to touch this, and so will be the case. Round 5 we go.
Round 5 we go. And Miami, just simply due to outslaying, it was all tied up in segments, are going to guarantee themselves defense going into this round number 5. And stat that really comes to mind in round 5 controls for Miami, they are 3-0. Yep. They do not choke these maps in this position. They have to clutch up on the defense to try to force that game 4. But if you are Vegas Legion, I thought they had a perfect game plan their first go around. A 2-2 split, you get all of Miami to hit that early rotation. It just comes down to those fights. If you don't win those gunfights, that great-minded play, mind games that's going on, it's not going to work. It has to start with the slaying.
Have to be more even, without question, in these offensive breakoffs. 3 members through courtyard, all of it going straight over towards B. Purge just playing on a little bit of an island over towards bridge side just to watch that mid-cut. 1 player already on, actually make it 2. Vegas looking for quick segment progression here at B, and they're finding eliminations. Journey stuck backside staircase, able to get 1 to turn. Good on De Niro, and that will help Miami try to reclaim defensively.
Now Attach has to give up his positioning, but as Attach is doing that, all of Miami, they rotate over towards B, and now there's 1 player already on A, is Purge, so potentially the rookie making another game-winning play to try to seal out the game. He has Vikul. 1 shot towards the back end. That's already 1 tick done at A. It's going to turn into a one-on-one gunfight. His teammates drop, and that's a clean 3 dead. Miami have no problems retaking it. Now all of Vegas Legion back in the spawn.
Yeah, really needed Standy's help on that crossing play. Neither player's finding elimination, so Vegas have to default off spawn to once again hitting over towards the B zone. Lucky, low on HP, waiting for the regen. Rest of Miami defensively starting to get themselves into place. Nero the only one on. He'll lock the second tick of progress. Good kills from Vegas over the middle of the map as well. This could lead to a lot of existential pressure over towards this A zone, and Miami are a little caught. They're going to have to chalk up B.
That's a big 3 dead, but Meadows is doing a great job of just staying alive, waiting for his teammates to get back into play, and Standy actually turns on Journey to eliminate some of that pressure. It allows Attach to push up towards this street side, but you just want to hold this position. You have a player in there working at deep pinch to blue, just dancing around towards top blue, but they might have stepped him out there, all chasing him down. Meadows with the big kill, and now forced to play it a lot slower if you are Vegas.
Yeah, this slows things down to an immediate halt. Standy mid-map. Has Metals at range, but Vikul there to support.
Purge is just doing nothing important.
Have the ability of collapsing into the middle of the map and take away these SMGs. Vikul following up, gets the wall bang. Now 21 playing 17 in Vegas. Has been completely reset back to their spawn.
Yeah, Vegas got to get out now. Again, whether we've been saying it, the whole map is always stuck in the basement. Miami find the right kills at the right time. But the big trades come in as Standy finds 2. So now you open up that B street.
11 and 27 from Purge. Not ideal.
It's more about eliminating
not ideal.
Players through the middle of the map to allow our teammates to get out of the spawn. And as they find that kill towards the middle, Lucky's still in the back palace, just causing mayhem.
I mean, he is deep over towards the offensive side of the map, and this is just taking so much time for Vegas. They're finding decent kills, but tick, 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 tick. 50 seconds on the clock. You got to find some success towards the zone itself, and now it's kind of last chance again for this player on the back. That, I don't know if Miami's a fully red. How many players are here? Metals trying to flush this out. Pistol out. There come a couple of kills. Last one left is Vikul. He will drop, and Vegas will have a chance to get on.
This is their opportunity. The double stack is going to be in.
Just don't fucking peek anything.
To try to get over towards A Street and hold the cross down. Second segment already in. Nero finds 1. The trade is
another one
from Attach. Can he make it happen again? He finds 2. Everybody else from Heretics spawning all the way across the map. Vegas can get it done right now.
Lucky gets shut down. It's just down to Kim. They get her to touch in time. Vegas.
Wow.
Progress on control. Find a way to make it happen in round 5.
Wow.
Has been kicked to the curb, not winning a single map at their first major.
That is insane to say, Alan. The Miami Heretics, who went 5-2 during the stages, 3-0 Optic Texas online. They come into this event and don't win a single map. Let me tell you, man, Vegas Legion, we were wondering if they were going to be able to pull it together. They had a lot of tough matches at the end of the qualifiers, but they come in today and they make the adjustments. I know it wasn't the best performance from the young rookie in Purge, but he had to make multiple clutch plays. It was the first one in the hard point, the second one in the 1v3 in the search and destroy, and then at the very end, the dynamic duo of Nero and Attach worked their way around back gas, find a couple kills, and secure the map. Vegas Legion, clean 3-0, they move on.
37 for Standy was 7,000 plus damage. Someone put a leash on this guy. He went bananas. And Vegas I mean, I'll be honest, and I'll just say it just for everyone to know. You and Nameless both in the green room were like, don't sleep on this Vegas team, man. Yeah, they have a real tough online schedule, and they played some of the best teams really close. Now they've really affirmed that they could possibly be for real.
They played good, man. They play good. Obviously not the performance you want from Purge.
Sure.
When you're playing in some of the higher echelon teams, you need to make sure you perform a lot better if you want to stand a chance. But if you talk about the clutch G in the Vegas Legion, from start to finish of this series, great rotations on map number 1, 2 1v3s in the search and destroy, and then to win your first attacking round on invasion control versus one of the best defensive teams that we have on the map. Very typical performance from the Vegas Legion.
Unreal stuff. And attach our 1v3 to kick things off in the search and destroy. Also coming up big there at the end of the control, standing by with Blaze on stage with their post-game interview.
Thank you so much, Shift and Study. Give it up for the Las Vegas Legion, everybody, as they continue to move forward. And man, what a series that was, Attach. You know, kind of reflecting on all 3 of these maps, they had you guys by a little bit of a lead in each single one of these. How did y'all start coming back in this one, okay? Because the first 2, it was, was locked in, but that last one, man, I thought we were going to map 4, but you figured it out.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. When we played them in the league match, we were in identical situations on that invasion control. So we kind of like brushed up and read up on what we should do and figured that out. And a couple months later, we're on land. It works out. It pays off.
It pays off. Practice pays off, okay? And, they were, I want to say 5-2 in the league, one of the top 4 teams coming in. But you guys were able to go back to that practice, figure them out, make those adjustments right here. How is the whole team feeling as a whole trying to move on through this elimination bracket and come out here with a chip?
Oh, we're feeling good. I mean, the tough part about our team is we're all separated when we play online, so we can't really build that like team chemistry in person. And just by being here with each other for like 2-3 days, I've already seen us improve so much, and it's awesome to see. But we try to keep making it a run. The crowd's going crazy. We love Boston, so I see a couple Vegas Legion jerseys as well. Appreciate you guys showing love, man.
All right, y'all. That's gonna do it for me and Attach here on the stage. Everybody, give it up for the Las Vegas Legion one more time, and Chris, take us away.
Thank you so much, Blaze. So Clayster is playing in the next round, as is the Legion. Things are looking good for Attach and Standy and crew. Can we talk about what we just saw, though, in that game 3? Because Standy put up 37 kills. He dropped another 7,000 damage. The man went off tonight.
Thank God. Yeah, because Purge had 24 kills on the series.
But some really good comms. Let's break this down as we revisit some of the highlights. I'm with you. We were looking at the kill feed and we're like, what's going on with Purge? This man's kind of double negative, but the team still was able to pull it out.
Listen, Vegas Legion looked incredible throughout the series. We had that first hard point where they were down a ton, and then they rotate over towards Palace, full 60. Immediately, sometimes we're seeing, teams after Palace Hill, they're able to break on into that P1, and then they just steamroll from there. It's exactly what happened. Heretics didn't get a point for like 4 straight hills. We get into search and destroy, and one of the points of emphasis coming into the series was, can Vegas Legion capitalize on their first blood? They were bottom 2 in converting that into a round win. Well, today it happened, and we have to give some love to Nero. That man was on a mission today.
But like you picked them, but like you were thinking through like 5 games or something.
I did,
right?
yeah.
I mean, with the way their series have gone, I didn't see this.
No.
Ridiculous performance from Legion. If you watch their online play, it's a totally different team here in Boston, and they are powering into elimination bracket.
Well, that's the first time I heard that they were like playing in different areas. I didn't really know that because, well, I know some teams do, but for the most part of the last couple of years, that's not really a thing. Like most everyone's playing together. So yeah, I mean that can lead to some of those probably tough losses that they've had for sure. I think like it can.
You can see the frustration from the Heretics. Their weekend is done. Your play of the game is one of the moments that sent them packing. It's Attached with the 1v3.
He is. My guy's got the ice. He always had the way he reads this situation. We got to fast forward because he takes a route around the entire map. And in this kill here, Vickle's head is just gone, bro. Just absolutely clipped. He's got the read onto the next. He's able to make it happen. But like, he's been doing this for how long now?
The fact that he got that much time to even make that route and then be able to lay the bomb as well without even deciding to take a look, like, hey, there's like 7 seconds on the clock. Maybe I should see if he's trying to lay the plant. Doesn't check, gets beamed. I mean, Attach is one of the iciest players we have in the league.
It's been a blast so far, and we still have 2 more matches to go here on Friday. When we come back, Boston, make some noise. Your hometown team, The Breach, takes the stage when we return.
Boston should win this. In theory.
How many unread emails do I have? Way too many unread emails.
We're talking from like 2014.
Oh man, this might be crazy.
10,000 plus at least.
10,000. I'm not even lying.
Thousands, to be honest. I'm terrible at checking my email.
Probably like 20K. Not that much.
185. Wait, is that real, bro? 185K?
Ooh, I actually check my emails every day, so I gotta go with none. I delete all my spam in the morning.
Oh, I have like thousands. Millions. Probably millions.
If you look through all email accounts, I probably have thousands and thousands of unread emails, but in like the one I actually check every day, probably not more than 10.
Probably like 10,000, like something crazy though.
My unread emails, I have about 91,000.
I don't know, that gotta be fake. 185K, right? What it says.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the most so far.
I gotta be fake, bro.
Astrio? Yeah, he's signing up for something crazy.
80,075 unread emails on my phone.
I'm gonna guess I have like 2,000? Probably in the thousands. I have like multiple emails, like accounts on my phone.
Maybe like 12,000.
Over 1,000 for sure.
7,000 probably plus. I never read my email really.
Unread emails, I probably have over 1,500.
Ooh, it just says 99 plus.
It just says 99 plus.
It says 1,000 plus.
6,467.
Like 20 something thousand.
I can show you right now. I have minimum 30,000. Hold on.
30,000.
18,762.
I have 117,763 unread emails.
Things are about to get real rowdy here in the MGM Music Hall because the hometown team, the Boston Breach, is about to take the stage. It's their first matchup, and tonight they play Seattle Surge in an elimination battle. Welcome back in, everybody. It's Chris Puckett at the desk alongside Alley Cat. We have Nameless and a very special well-dressed guest. We have Tactical Rab back in the building. How we feeling, Rab?
It's good to be back in Boston, baby. Last year was such a banger. This year, I think, it's going even bigger and better. Thanks to our fantastic hosts. You know, we've been killing it with the watch party so far this weekend. Everyone's been super accommodating. I love this city, man.
It's been great having you back in the venue. The vibes are at an all-time high, and your Breaking Point crew is killing it on the stats. Shout out to Easy Mac and everyone behind the scenes. But what's been the best part of this weekend for you? We're only a day and a half in.
It's been the matches so far. I mean, honestly, the amount of games we've seen that have been crazy. The Rocket games, especially against the subliners, oh my god, every map has been balls to the wall. But now Boston are coming out to the main stage.
Absolutely, Ali. Talk me through this lineup.
This lineup is honestly, I like the build, right? I love the build with having Slasher as kind of your overall head. You have two young rookies on your SMGs, and then you got a man with something to prove in P-Dog, who has now outplaced his previous World Championship team so far. So for Boston Breach, they're looking to obviously head to the main stage and not disappoint the home crowd.
Listen, I like this Boston team. I think a lot of people have been counting them out due to some of their online play early on, but they've had some extremely close series. We can all look back to the Atlanta FaZe series to kick things off, and this is a team we expect to be great at search and destroy. Individually, Capstone Snoopy have had some great searches. They haven't put it together as a team just yet, and I think that fixes today, and it's served up to them on a silver platter. Chris, they're playing a battered and beat down Seattle. This is a massive opportunity.
Seattle, of course, dropping down after that thrashing in the winners bracket yesterday. They've had ups and downs through the online qualifiers. Let's take a look at the opponent here after our monster pregame for the Breach. No objective play in search and destroy. They're 12th in post plant, right? They're 12th in retake. So we need to see them clean that up as a squad.
I mean, they're getting the bomb down, though, at a really good rate. Like 45% of their offensive rounds are actually getting that bomb down. So they have to win the post-plant scenarios. And then also they have to take care of the teams below. They beat Miami, Toronto, while taking New York to a Game 5. Lost to LAG, LA Thieves, and Seattle. So they play up and down to their competition, which is not a good sign. But I think it is going to be a slow burn with this team. They did get better as the stage went on.
Let's take a look at the opposition for the Breach. Seattle Surge coming in, able to lock in a top 8 seed, which is
Breach should win this, bro. There's no shot Surge wins this.
What was your take on the team?
My take was they needed so many things to go right for these guys if they wanted to work. They needed the best out of RCTs after a tough couple of years. They needed Illy to be back to form. They needed the AR to work in their favor in the terms of the meta, and it's just not worked out for these guys so far. The vibes on that team after yesterday's match looked so bad after the series loss. Little birdies are telling me the behind the scenes, the culture behind, it's not looking so good in terms of what happened after the match yesterday. So, you know,
that attack rap bomb right there?
Maybe a small little bomb behind the scenes that things in the PPA were not looking so pretty well.
If you're on the watch party, you know these things, Nate.
But honestly, that's never a good thing, right? Like if things are getting over to attack Rab and the team's imploding, it just can't be good.
And when it comes to the Monster Energy pre-game, I mean, there's only so much you can say when it comes to Surge. Obviously, the control has to be cleaner. 3-14 round count with a 17% round win rate, worst in the league. And this is kind of the worst matchup for Surge in the league because they're playing against a Boston team that's actually fairly strong when it comes to control. They're on a 2-win spree right now versus Surge on a 5-loss streak.
Let's take a look here at our best of 5 series. Will we go to 5, Rab?
I don't see it happening. I've got Boston taking this one in 4. You never really know what team you're going to get out of Boston, to be honest, but a sub-base half one to kick us off.
Well, something hilarious about this map set is Boston hasn't won a single one of these map and mode combinations, and they haven't played sub-base hardpoint yet for the league, so I am very interested to see what Zed and Dens are cooking up with this one.
Nameless, we got a little bit of time, so let's paint a hypothetical picture. For some reason, here at the Boston Major, we go to a Game 5. We see a second search and destroy in the same series. What happens? It's on high rise.
Honestly, man, like you kind of like Seattle's chances in a Game 5 situation. I mean, like I said, there's some world champions on that team, and in Search and Destroy, that has been the game mode that they found the most success. And their newcomer in Abuza, he's been excellent in that game mode with like above a 1.2, getting those early engagement wins as well. So in a Game 5, you favor Seattle. So if you're Boston, you want to stay away from that.
The crowd is filling in. Shout out to everyone coming straight off of work into the venue to watch your Breach. If you've missed any of the action, don't worry. We're catching you up right now with a look at the bracket. We started yesterday. It was all our top 8 seeds battling
battling in that winner's bracket. Today, 9 through 12 was waiting to find out to see who they'd be facing off against. And Brad, walk me through some of the early games while everyone was at work.
Wow, we saw some crazy games earlier on today. That Subliners Raven series, that's going to be on the title and the thumbnail this evening because that was a banger from start to finish. And wow, Carolina, man, Clay is a serious beast. The top 12, what a result from
Puckett, we lost 2 of our top 4 seeds already. We lost New York and we lost Heretics. That is insane. Double Eland. Bang, bang.
Nameless, when was the last time you've seen something like that?
This is nuts. I mean, every single major is special, and this one's kicking off great so far.
Okay, so we've got Boston about a minute away from being ready. Same thing for the Surge. Can we talk about the coaches here because they had an impact on those maps and modes? And you guys were telling me that Boston hasn't shown a lot of reps, but they could be scrimming these maps, right?
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely. I think, headed into this one, if I'm Boston, I probably would do the same thing. If they ended up vetoing Terminal, it's been the only map that Seattle's been good at in Hardpoint. It just puts you in a tough situation. And on the opposite side of that, right, like both these teams, Boston 0-0 on sub-base. We have no idea in scrims how well they've been doing there. And when you look at Seattle, 1-0 on that map. It was really Hook's heroic efforts. If you remember, sub-base, he dropped like 39 kills. So they probably feel confident in the HPs headed into a beat-up Seattle.
Players are ready. It's time to get our quick pick'ems in with Rab at the helm. I'm going Boston 3-0.
I've got Boston 3-1 in this one, baby. Shout out the crowd.
I'm also going Boston Breach in a 3-1 fashion.
3 Bostons. Can we make it 4, Nameless?
I want to go Seattle. I just think after seeing the maps, I'm going to go with Seattle.
He just picked Legion, right? Is he wrong? Time to find out as we send it to the stage with Guy Blaze. Boo, Nameless, boo.
All right, Boston, it's time to get this one going. Another elimination matchup. And the first team coming to the stage got me feeling like I'm in the eye of the storm. But can they keep that eye on the prize? Get ready, because here comes the Surge. Love them or hate them, but make some noise for the Seattle Surge. Here comes Illy, Arsenes, Abuza, and Hook. Ready to drown out the home team, the Seattle Surge.
Do you guys understand how furious they are on that stage right now? And they need to take all that anger out on the hometown team. They got mollywopped yesterday, but we've seen these guys turn it around before. On an individual basis, they are beasts. They got to get it done, but it's against Boston and the hometown team. Bring them out, Blaze.
Yeah, and it's that time. Boston, you ready? Boston, you ready? It's time for your hometown squad, the Boston Breach. There they go. Up in the balcony. Oh, we've been breached?
You had to bring it back to Boston. This time, it is.
My mind run deep in my thoughts when I didn't have it.
Up against Slusha.
Wishing it was a mattress.
Oh shit.
For insight and code that may be saying to this one, but Slusha, gunfight.
I'd rather keep it a buck, 100 if you ask me.
Toronto has some breathing room. They were able to get out of their base after a couple close kills, but Breeze to make up for it. Bucks heading down 2 through bottom mid.
It's in my DNA to have hope and make a way. Good energy, a hit that MJ fade away. Miss me with the hate, and nah, bruh, not today. Stayed in my lane, didn't complain, this is meant for me. Whatever come my way, this is meant for me. Trying to show my story, this is history.
They can't kill him. They cannot kill him.
And I just fall for anything.
I mean, that was pretty cool.
Coming out first is the returning Boston Major Champion, Austin Let It Go Slash. true Mexican prodigy, leaping from the pro scene and becoming a Boston favorite. Vamos, Eric Snoopy Lozano! One more time, Boston! Make some noise for the home team! Your Boston Breach! Casters, take it away!
Thank you very much, Blaze. Oh, we're ready to rock and roll now. Boston have made it to the stage. We're excited to get this one underway. Of course, an elimination matchup, a tough one to be in for the hosts of the major, but nonetheless, should be a good show.
I mean, this might be the most interesting series we've had on paper, honestly, just because the map set that we have. We watched the Seattle Surge yesterday. That was the most demoralized team I've ever seen at this level.
Ever.
And then Boston coming to the series with the map set. They don't have a win on a single map that is in this series. And for the sub base for the map one, we've yet to see them even play it. So Breach bringing something interesting to the table. It is going to be a
Why? I don't.
Well, the crowd is certainly on board already. The last time we saw Slasher here in Boston, he walked away with a win with Atlanta FaZe. That feels like a lifetime ago. For Snoopy, the first season he's now started on a pro team. We'll see how we can keep things going. Of course, Capson and Priester, two men that really don't need an introduction.
And well, Snoopy's the guy who I think we might end up talking a lot about throughout this series. He came through the Boston farm system as well, the academy team. He has thrived in this environment, and we have watched this young man get better and better over time. It was funny in the new montage these guys made for the intro video. Most of the clips are just the beatdown they had against Toronto, and then we got to Snoopy News. It's what he did on Invasion to Miami. He put in a disturbingly good performance, and that man is on point again, reflective of that superstar talent you're used to seeing in the CDL. Get some of that extra water, get ready to go. Those comms are going to be out of control.
Well, go back to Snoopy again. I mean, a player who's made a tremendous impact already on the league. He came into the season last year at Champs, his first event on the main stage in the brightest of lights. Now he has a home crowd behind him, Chance. I would expect a slightly different result.
I mean, that might be nice, but keep in mind, he is going against some demons on the other side. He's got that superstar's potential, but you are going against Took. And as chalked as the mental might have looked against Seattle yesterday, Seattle with a player like this, you simply never know what kind of hook you're going to get in a series. And again, subbase, a map Boston has yet to play. This is the man you are looking to shut down that you need to make sure does not get out of control. Boston looking to come out of the gates hot.
Yeah, today we certainly find out what Seattle Surge are made of. If they can bounce back after the loss they took against Toronto Ultra yesterday in this matchup here on Subbase, I think we'll all be tipping the cap. Here we go. Map number one, Boston Breach, Seattle Surge. The loser of the series goes home. Let's get it.
Straight into the hard point as well. Both those SMGs with Priest are going to be going down low, straight into time, and it is so many players working through glass. Snoopy taking some rounds too. You get the top glass control. Your teammates got top third as well. This is a beautiful setup for the opening break.
Here we go. Snoopy hovering around, looking for anyone who's willing to take challenge towards that opening hard point. 35 seconds remaining on that one. No one's really going for any solid time. We're still trying to play for map control.
I mean, this has been such a slow opening break. Snoopy's waiting for the first kill to come through. Can't even get it. His teammates doing the work, and they have already effectively set up that spawn trap. That is the perfect start for Breach, and already for Surge, the worst spot to be in.
Oh, this is a nice stun check there from Snoopy.
Oh, shit, he got fucked. That's all.
They can to keep him alive. Now the onslaught begins. Seattle Surge fighting their way towards the hard point. Capsule out. The trap is sprung. Cutting down players left and right as Breach retain control.
Yeah, but do Breach read these spawns? 3 players spawn in the back. When number 3 Slasher comes up, you got to turn around. So right now around the point, as you actually have Priesta looking for the cruise, but nope, it is guns in the back line. So they mess up on the rotation. Surge looking to take advantage. Finally able to get some time.
In towards the warehouse. A very, very funky hard point at the worst of times. Slasher finding his way towards the backside of the hard point, trying to influence the spawns of Seattle Surge. But for now, it looks to be still relatively safe for them. Time still in hand. A Boozer with the kills.
I mean, it's perfect. That star was already in the stakes, rolling through. Can't read the spawns, and you get punished. Surge turning things around, and now you got to break your way through the front. Snoopy going to be leading this charge, but MCW in hand, absolutely waiting for his teammates. But there's that first strike.
Snoopy can't get any more. The rest of the teammates are down. Capsidal now slides in, finds himself a hook from up top. A tough fight to take. Hook, though, on the fadeaway. Managed to get his 10 seconds remaining here on the point. We go to New.
And Snoopy's flying to hunt this player down. It's actually Priest that gets that white, but got to make sure you keep him out of that new time. And easy reads from Free Dog on the flank as well. Number 3 might be in his sights. RCD is there to drop him, but a rotation won by Boston. Again, one small mistake in this game. Otherwise, these guys have been.
Slasher.
There's Slasher for his number 8.
My word. Well, there we go. Over towards the submarine. This is a very, very difficult hard point to play with. Those of you in ranked, it looks a little different. We're playing on a previous patch. A wide open point. Spawn still very close. For now, it's an open field. Nobody quite in there yet. Soon to be green. There we go. Here comes Hook on the approach. Turns on a Priester. Flying forward still. Trying to soften up those attackers. Can Hook keep the play alive? He can. Still a Boston hardpoint, though.
I mean, that's great for the kill, but the time is on the other side of the map, so that is not going to be impactful, and this is a lot of time for Boston to work with. Priest already getting a kill in the back line and does get traded. Nice shot and positioning out of Illy, but this is a bit of a turtled setup right now for Seattle. Obviously, Boston, decent bit of time to try to break it down.
These are the hot gates right now. This is the hardpoint coming up in a few moments.
Oh, he ate the grenade.
Alongside Illy. Kills in the feed, though. Abuza's there to join him. For now, he's just trying to find this time as Seattle. Do they have any trophies? That's another major question we're going to deal with in a moment. As Boston breach now, they're coming through the front.
Well, they've got the full setup of Boston. Yep, it is going to be all, maybe 4 players challenged directly through mid. That is into the funnel system. The nade's actually running through, so I don't know if that's the trophies wearing out, but this is already white time, so a beautiful moment for Boston to get him out of the time. Now it's about those gunfights, though. A couple trades rolling through.
Snoopy's just fucking nasty, bro.
Boston have made their way to the point.
Snoopy cuts him down. Arsty's now trying to find an alternate attack on towards the hard point. Caps it all through mid again. It's all about Boston breach right now on the kill feed.
Oh, that can't be killed. Slasher finally going to get wiped off the board, but even still, Boston needed a break. Boston got the break. They're getting all the kills. They're setting up on rotation as well. Priesta inside the point, dancing with the devil, and he is staying alive. Hook waiting to chow, but Priesta healed up in enough time. Can't quite do it, but either way, Boston players in the right positions. Power positions covered. Snoopy inside the hill in a massive
Snoopy's about to get shot in the back.
Hard point here in our opening.
He has no idea they're spawning mid.
Snoopy's the man in there for Boston breach already. Here comes Hook, trying to get these players out of it. Abuza backs him up. Now a Seattle surge hard point. Slasher from up high and at great range there with the MCW, doing what he can. 10 and 5 already for Litigo.
Yeah, a couple cutoff kills he might need to get. Actually just gets a potential freebie. Illy trying to get the smooth moves, can't get it done, and more players just underneath them. This is the power spots of all power spots on this hill. If Slasher is alive, Seattle will not get any time.
Slasher keeping the kills going. There's the time now ticking for Boston breach. Other side of the map, getting ready for the next hard point already is going to be the members of breach. Surge now fighting through the top side. I don't think they're going to do too much towards the old hard point. For now, they're just looking towards neutrals.
Yeah, if you're chalking up 30 seconds on that P5 time for Boston, this is quite literally as good as it is going to get. Slasher might fall, but all that hill time from Snoopy continues to be collected. Top from Capsule, but it is just a trade fest as that P1 getting ready to pop.
No way. Slasher pulled the kill out of seemingly nowhere there. Well, here we go. That's the first set of hard points done. We go back to the center and we do it all over again. Priest is taking a sub-zero dip now as he takes a very alternate route towards this side of the map.
Worried about hypothermia, but worried about that rotation too. He's going to be playing the long game, and maybe a moment for Surge to actually collect just a little.
I had no idea you could swim there.
Again, they're playing for the routes. You want the power positions. Priest, the man to get in position. Abuza, fodder in the hill. He's going to fall. Boston, not only are they in the time, this might be the guy to get them in position.
Oh my word, 30 seconds remaining on P1. Battling for New. It's not going to happen anymore. With Breach with a considerable lead. Let's go for a quick listen in with the hosts.
Watch out, let it pull outside. Outside, no, that's a good time. I'm hitting right. Yo, on me, top. First time. On me, bro. Top third. He pushed me, bro. He's There's P2. I'm in the back. Yeah. I think it's my show. Mid lane to A1. Lane out here. A1. I don't know what this is. Watch your glass, bro. Watch your glass. He's A1 100%. Yeah, I heard you. Top 2, Kale weak. They know here. Just sitting there. I'm A1. Watch out. I don't want time. A1 on me. We're spawning out. They're spawning on me. They're spawning glass. I think it's spawning glass. Yeah, they're not on me. I got one back. Two out. I'm going left. Go left. Tell me when to hit time. Yeah. Yo, close. That's two. Yo, spawn kill Eric. That's the top. You got outside. A1. Top. Side window.
stay up.
P5 take. Chips. P5, man. Try to stay up as long as they can. Level chips. In the back, one shot, top you two. I'm going around right. We're good.
Alec, one shot, absolute dead.
Nice shot. I'm coming up you left, alright? Just run in the back. Nice, there's two. Nice. Looking for Ender.
Stun on time.
Yeah, Ender Buza. I'll shoot back left.
He's secret, I think.
I'll see
Secret.
top P2.
Backstairs, Buza.
Okay. I'm working.
Heads up comms there from Boston, but a moment for Surge, maybe to get back in the game. Two hills chained back-to-back. Boston looking to break it down.
Yeah, it's impossible to count any of these players out. Surge still fighting for their lives. Priest with a wonderful life a little longer.
Every time Priest goes over there, he gets shot in the back.
To stay alive for seemingly forever. Once again, over towards the submarine we now fly, and Snoopy do what you can at range there. Tags in a hoop. Lovely teamwork out of Surge. The kills are there. Slasher opens up in the middle of the map as they make their approach towards the point.
And for Surge, this is the life that you're looking for, though. Two good hills in a row. That lead has dissipated. You are nearly back in the mix, and this is a Booza on a 4, potentially thinking about that cruise. Final gunfights around the point. Surge trades him out, and they're going to secure this time. A Booza one away, and they're going to tie this game up going towards new. Breach, they do have that early rotation. They've spread the map out, but that's on them for the moment. There's no trophies. It's open to be hit.
Yeah, no trophies whatsoever. Everyone there from Breach outside of the nade damage. Capsule into the point. RC's looking to get something. Can a Booza find that one more kill and get himself a cruise? We'll see in a moment. As he cuts through the middle of the map. Priest and Slasher, they find their kills. Over to a Booza, just needs one. Might be a bit harder to get now.
Yeah, he gets shredded as well. Yeah, Capsule distraction, good team shots coming through. This is the rotation you were looking for. It is the one you are going to get. Couple kills fall through, though. Those are going to be the Surge players. That is enough to get the break. Surge, the efficient work on the flank.
They could be looking at lead change. Cheers. Illy soaking up time. Snoopy maybe in the feed, but Illy's in the point. Looking to catch a few more. Boston now flying forward. Slasher and Capsule will get theirs. Over to a Booza. Gets two.
Just give him once.
Like get the third. Teamwork though once again as Arsenes picks up a pair of his own. Once again, Seattle are in the point.
Yeah, main AR Booza. He gets that gun in hand. He can be destructive with it, and that is the lead going to change hands. Seattle, after the first time the entire game, going to take it, but you gotta let it ride. It was the P5. Boston were on point last time, and it's the same situation. You got guys in position, top warehouse. They are set up around this new hill.
Illy sleeps with the fishes now. Towards the new point we go. Slasher at great range once again. Over to Hoop, trying to catch these players out from behind. Slasher still in the feed at this moment in time. Don't let anyone there get heated up. That's the goal for Boston Breach. The lead has changed once again as they're sitting pretty right now.
Oh, these guys are just running laps around each other as well. Slasher playing for the spawners, but it is such just a deep map spread. Boston right now on point. Going to be wipe time. They are getting all of the kills. Looking for number 4. That'll be the clean wipe. Someone just get in the hill. Illy falls. Boston.
Time.
Collecting.
Boston, there we go. The collection has begun. The lead now starting to grow. 25 seconds remaining here on the P5. A second go around. This will be the last set of hard points we see here on Subbase.
It is the mixy game, a Subbase that we are so accustomed to seeing throughout the start of this year. Slasher continues his destruction. Could be another 4 down as well. Last man standing for Seattle. Booza up top and gunned down. The question is, do you read the spawns? Priest always on point. Gets it with the Renetti.
P-Dog absolutely barking. Hard points now up. Capsule inside it. Looking to get himself a streak. There we go. Cruise to play with. Magnificent game awareness as well. As the hard point is now ticking away. Final 10. Anyone from Surge close enough to contest? Abuza looks the wrong way. No one able to get him out. The clock is still ticking. Send it. Try to get the contest. At the very least, you bought some time.
Get this last man on the point, Boston. This is it. Slasher gonna get it done. 4 more seconds, and game number 1 is yours. GG.
Subbase comes to a close. 250 to 196. There were moments of life from Seattle Surge. Certainly more impressive than their display yesterday. But for now, Boston Breach, they walk away with a dub there. And I must admit, Slasher looking particularly impressive in individual department charts. We'll see the stats in a moment, but that's a 1-0 lead.
I mean, I gotta say, Breach nearly were able to do everything they wanted on that map. If not for the spawn out that happened on that rotation in P2, Breach might have just bullied them out. So a closer game towards the end, but there's Slasher, 5,300 damage, 31 kills. He won on this stage last year, and it was with performances like that. Most hill time as well. Let it go. Top form.
He's pissing, as the kids say. Surge, though, time to bounce back here in the search and destroy. But that opening sub-base, I mean, we're not going to see too many more sub-bases, I would imagine, still. Only day 2. when we do get to come back on the new patch, Subbase is about to get a whole lot crazier. But for now, let's take a quick look at the highlights. And again, Slasher, the man of the moment there in the matchup. But a good start either way for Boston Breach.
And it'll be interesting to see. It wasn't exactly a highlight play, but you pointed out when the comms were coming through from Breach, Priesta had a life where he was like back P2 for a solid 50-55 seconds fighting for spawns. That was actually the moment where Surge started to get back in the game, but instead of getting these like perfect full 60s, Priesta was just so annoying on the back line that he is just stripping away time, being a distraction for his teammates to get in the mix. And Priesta, again, him and Slasher are players that simply know how to win, making a heads-up plays the entire time. Breach, I mean, again, that was near top form.
Yeah, fantastic. Little plays like that, we keep bringing it up. These moments where you buy your teammates the opportunity to get in a position. It's not so much about what you're doing now, it's about what you can do for your teammates in 5 to 6 seconds time. And that really paid off here. Final few moments here again. Boston Breach, an iron grip on that hard point. Sprees all over the place. We saw streaks there from Capsule as well. A very, very strong showing to start the series off. And the fans are loving it as well.
Bouncing around here in Boston. Things are looking good, but this is the interesting part of the series to me. I mean, it starts off for Boston on Subbase, a map they have not played this year. And the next 4 maps in a row, they do not have a single win on any of them. 0-2 on Invasion, 0-1 on Karachi Control, 0-2 on Karachi Hardpoint, and 0-1 on High Rise. It might not be a massive amount of reps, but it is a lot of questions we have that Boston need to be very quick to answer.
It's a lot of O's. It's a lot of O's. See if we can change that towards the end of this series. Well, here we go. S&D defense chance between these two teams, Boston and Seattle. Any major differences?
Well, the defense is on point for both of these squads. Opening duels just a little bit better from Boston, but incredibly comparable for both of these teams. If you're wondering why Boston allowed a series of why they're playing a bunch of maps they don't have win-ons, a lot of it does come down to Terminal. Terminal has been the focus point of ban that when you're playing against Seattle, and Surge's map pool isn't exactly deep after the fact either, so a lot of that S&D defense does come on that map, so might not be as impactful for the stats for Surge. For Boston, it's on point down the board.
All the way down the board. Well, we'll see if Boston Breach, the hosts of this major, starting in the lower bracket, if they can keep a run going. I know the fans here would appreciate it. Adam Assault's not going to be around forever. Who knows? If they match up, what are you going to do, crowd? What are you going to do? Assault's hand warmers on one side of the stage and your hometown heroes on the other? Oh, can't wait. For now, though, Seattle Surge stand in their way. Hook chance, a play we talked about plenty, and a man on who we have to keep an eye on. He did walk out onto the stage with his, trademark death stare. Has he turned up yet?
I mean, look, if the mental has been checked of the team of Surge, Hook is the player that is almost uncheckable. Every single time he comes out with the competitive killer mindset. I know people have pointed out the differences in his play between online and LAN and just his hyperactive style, how effective it can be when the pace slows down. Well, we're going to an invasion where the pace absolutely will slow down. See how he's going to be as the lethal threat, but obviously not just to Abuza. This guy, again, especially when he has that MCW in hand, massive threat. His kills per round towards the very top of the league, and that means he is active in dropping a 1.26 KD on top of it. He's been one of the best Surge players in the game.
We'll see if he can keep it going. They'll certainly need it. Seattle Surge, look for the bounce back here on Invasion S&D. This is game 2. Let's get it.
As is typical, that straight hit down this B lane. The smoke actually allowed these players to get in position. The stun on Hook, but doesn't necessarily know that it's in P1. Capsule, the man leading the charge. This is all about the tack usage, all about the timing.
Hook's going to check it. He's got a feeling. Here he comes. That's the nade. Nice moves there. Good feet out of Capsule. He repositions immediately, and he's the bomb carrier as well.
And one thing that these pro players are doing is just counting the nades and tacks that have rolled through. So that nade being down, a little extra motivation for your opportunity to make a move, and maybe moves potentially on the flank as well. A slight stagnation over towards this B site. Number 1 and number 7. Snoopy and Abuza down low. Might be waiting for someone to bite to make that first mistake. Smokes are out, you try to make a move. Capsule gun down, and that gunfight towards the bottom. Abuza comes out on top.
Seattle capitalize immediately, flying forward with a 2-man advantage for now. Priesta, slow check. There's Hook, not going to have it. Reposition immediately, watch out for the reinforcements. You know the communication's going to be flying in the final 20 seconds here in the round. Slasher finds himself in a 1v3. Will he go down swinging? Absolutely, looking for it. Let it go. can't get any more out of it. Seattle, they strike first.
Big beams out of Abuza. Again, he is an active player in these S&D rounds. High kills per round. Was able to get 2 of them there with the rival 9. A player that's playing mistake-free Call of Duty as well. Doesn't overcommit. You see Slasher, the only reason that window of opportunity is open, he catches Hook sprinting. Abuza not going to fall for that trick twice.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
Can you see?
Yeah.
How's it look?
Looks good. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that thingy.
What thingy?
The fake green screen. No, the fake green screen in the background.
Oh, yeah. Oh, obviously.
That was ass.
It was
yeah,
just,
no,
it
looks
was already
good.
on. Good quality.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was looking at that camera before.
You can also change the brightness.
Oh yeah.
You just twist it.
Twist it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking at that light before I got this Elgato one, but I didn't know how good the light would be. But it's actually pretty decent. You're really dark now. Turn that motherfucker up all the way.
That's all the way.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're good. It'll autofocus. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I just wanted to check real quick.
Yeah, looks good. I likes it.
Word. We're about to go eat a burger, and then we're gonna go dance that fucking burger off.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And then make a baby.
Ooh. No balls.
Fanny jumps off.
Oh, does she?
Yep.
Ugh.
She won't let me.
I
She won't let me impregnate her. Oh, she said she'll let me, but we can't afford to. All right, I got a call.
All right.
Love you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, bye. Have fun.
Bye.
Still have trophies to play with here. As Capsule and Co now breaching through the hotel.
Yeah, Slasher's just out here to make a little bit of noise. Play's going to be on the A side of things. Still a default setup. Hook, though, cheeky corner does get checked. Well, the spot's been revealed, and Hook is flying at 2 different players straight into death.
The trademark Hook play, lethal in the approach. Sadly caught out by 2 there. Capsule ripped through the wall from Arsties. Lovely work there to give Seattle Surge the man advantage. Only for a brief moment, now it's a 2v2.
Yeah, on the flank, though, Slasher able to find a pick. Him and Arcides might be having themselves a bit of a duel. 42 seconds, plenty of time to play with. You got to collect the bomb. Snoopy's got it in hand. And they're working B Street. Arcides late on the shots. Oh, beats him down, though. Last man standing for the 1 versus 2.
Slasher backs on up. He's repositioned. The clock ticking. Abuza now at range. Will Arsties be caught out? Will he check the door as Arsties finds 2 in the round? 1 with his hands, 1 with the rounds.
Big plays on the bailout. I think Arcides is working on the trigger discipline in that situation. Letting Slasher run just a little bit to see if number 2 is going to show up. And granted, the shot got a little bit spooky, but delivers with the beatdown and delivers for the round.
I mean, that position as well. He's going to let that player come through the door, take care of the rival 9, or he has a very, very tight corridor and a threshold at the end. He puts himself in a perfect position to take those fights. 2-1, Seattle Surge.
And again, any round where you get first-blooded and end up converting, you're feeling like there's a nice little slight momentum shift. Still, though, Breach looking to clutch up back on defense. This bomb roaming towards A, not even necessarily wasting too much time. Not sure if any fakes are going to be rolling through, but you can see some repositioning right now. But again, default setup right now for Boston. Watching the dark.
Why is Cap playing that lane with a sub?
Over towards B. Slow encroachment begins.
Whoa. Standard stuff. Oh, nice nade. Not enough damage to get the kill, close enough. The EOD padding saves the day for now. It's Hook just trying to bait out some activity.
And you see Surge, though, they've made so much noise down the A Street. I was thinking they might try to reposition, but everybody's stacking up towards mid.
Boston are not giving any chances. They've not pulled anyone in any direction. They are waiting for hard facts. They're not waiting for the idea that they could be going to be.
And it's all about the timing for Capital. Doesn't quite go his way, doesn't get the stick, but he's hunting the kills as well.
Oh, he's going for a hook.
Oh my God!
Hook wins the fight. 30 seconds on the clock.
Demons behind doors, it'll get you every time. And still running down the time on the clock, though. 22 seconds left, but no one right now for Boston in position to stop this plant. Gonna go down for the 3v4.
Seattle now with a big advantage. They've got one man up on the field, and now they've got the bomb down. Slasher gets into the fight. Abuza brings him to his knees, now through the middle. The remaining members of Boston go for it, and Abuza on literally no life is staying alive. Hook, ooh, he could catch a few more on the play. He does indeed. Doesn't know the man on his right-hand side, but it may not matter as Hook, the nuke, brings him down. Seattle find another.
And look, that is sort of the Hook giveth and Hook taketh away in those moments, right? Sometimes he'll get caught sprinting in the kitchen, but you feel the pressure when you play him. He will be in your face, and it's Hook you're worried about. Arcides there for that final bullet. Nice 2 little rounds in a row there for Seattle. Nice win on offense, and Capital falls for the same bait.
And if he didn't lose that gunfight to Hook in that tiny janitor's closet, who knows what the round would have looked like. And that was an absolute moment of madness here in MW3. 3-1 so far. The Seattle Surge starting to get things going here. Varsties could get another kill. Oh, I was going to say that was a 4 spree he was on. Certainly feeling himself on the hit there, but now it's a 3v3.
Yeah, square up in a bailout, but Hook does get the trade with the frag grenades. There you go, 3 versus 3 and so much time on the clock. Bomb roaming towards this A site, but Seattle heads up again, everything covered, no one making mistakes. And Hook, by the way, has taken so much map control that Ilan and Abuza know they can post up. If anyone works down B street, Hook's gonna have a freebie.
I wonder if Priest is aware. No, he's left the position.
No, Priest knows, I think he might have just got the call out.
Hook's now on the move. A difficult man to keep track of. He's now roaming. Timing, nearly perfect. Capsidal gets dropped. There's the trade, 2v2.
You'll be lucky to take that trade. Hook is out here making plays. Still, though, for the 2 versus 2. Illy again in an aggressive position. And that bomb down in a very mixy spot. If Surge has done their homework and know who the primary bomb character is, they know they can stay around these spots.
Illy's still holding it. Priest are there on the cuts. They're moving around. Illy might have pumped the brakes just at the right time. 20 seconds on the clock. Have to make something happen here. Abuza is now calling out those 2 players.
Yeah, and Illy's going to be using that information to work to the flank quickly. So much damage from the nade, and it's Illy getting the kill. Him and Abuza working together perfectly and deliver the 2 final kills in that round. Again, the positioning is perfect. Hook kills the bomb carrier. Illy sticks around. He can send his teammate back because they know that bomb has to be collected. A perfectly played 2v2.
Illy held onto his frag grenade for nearly the entire round as well. Able to use it there on those players out of his line of sight, attacking towards that B-bomb site. Brilliant heads-up play from the old S&D wizard.
And this is Seattle just looking to get that ball rolling. If they somehow spiral this into another offensive win, first it'll start with collecting the bomb. Who's going to pick it up? But going up 5-1 on this map could be utterly devastating. And Snoopy, decent little position, but all these door fights, Surge have been coming out on top.
I know, so many doors. It's a horrifying experience here in Invasion. Seattle Surge fans in the crowd having a bit of a conversation with the Boston ones. Still no major action yet. Towards that B-bomb site we could be going. Slasher says no.
Oh, Snoopy's on the other side. I was going to say, I was so confused through the wall. That looked insane, but he's near the tank. I am faded. Players, though, locked in. Slasher's still been posted up on this B site for the longest time. Trophy does get shot out, though. See, Illy's still sitting on the Temtex. Abuza smokes her out. Priestville finds the first blood. Plays on B. Slasher delivers.
Slasher somehow walks away with a kill there. Priest is 4v2. Illy has been red. He's been measured and he has been bloodied. Now down to Arcides in the 1v4.
And there is nothing you can do with this little time on the clock. He is trapped as well. Capsidal needs to find different walls to hide behind. He has been wall banged out of control on this map, but Slasher there to shut it down. And I gotta say, Surge, long term, if I'm thinking about the game plan, Slasher is not the direction I want to be going on towards the map. That is going to be his 10th kill so far in this game. It is Snoopy and Capsule I would be focused on. I mean, it's really just Slasher versus the world.
I'm sure he feels that as well. Those mentions definitely did last season. Wow. 4-2. Boston Breach slowly but surely clawing themselves back into this one.
And speaking of 4-2, it's 4-2 in the first blood department, but in favor of Boston. They just have been getting clutched on, or those first bloods have been getting traded out. All the nades coming through on B. Might be an aggressive push. They got the intel on Illy, but can't find that kill. That B zone looking a little bit more impenetrable than it was before.
I wonder if Slasher was able to identify the fact that the trophy went down there towards B as well. Save your tacticals, lads. Snoopy now on the check. Wait for it. Chase the red dot, nearly. Shooting purely on instinct there.
See if the nade connect just for a little bit of damage. Cars explode, but to no avail. And Hook does have quite a bit of help towards the middle of the map. RC's going to be looking over, but even with the help, Snoopy finds that first blood.
Capsule's carrying the bomb as well, so here goes the smoke towards A and the plant. Slasher now moves out towards that far left-hand street. Oh, for the coverage! But that's not where the danger was. Illy stops the plant.
Nobody was watching over him.
They are going to be forced to try to collect on that A side. Snoopy can't even check the corner, getting tagged down, middle of the map, in firm control of Surge.
Oh, and you're running out of time. Snoopy desperate to finish the kill. Priester to back him up. Just about 20 seconds to go as Arstes now has the angle. He has you lined up.
Yeah, you're going to be tagged up, and right now it's just about trying to kill the guy off bomb, but Abuza gets caught by Priesta. Coverage on point, and Arstes gunned down. I don't know what kind of information Illy just got to play aggressive for the Chow, but he gets caught out and hunted down. Snoopy and Priesta deliver.
2 rounds in a row now for Boston Breach. A few seconds in between each round for these players to hit the play call. Who's going where? What are we executing? What's the goal? What have they learned from Seattle Surge in the last few rounds? What are they expecting? Here we go.
Surge once again leaning towards this B site. That has been the Liddy Goat special. This time Capsule. Maybe for a little bit of bait, shows himself crossing over towards Broken, but backs up and repositions. Maybe gives some Seattle to think about if they ever want to work this B site.
And this is that old Boston banana on the minimap, that big old green banana, perfectly ready for picking and eating. This is the defensive lineup they love to have. A few shots there from Priester. See his minimap icon just light up for a moment. Forces that player number 6, Arstes, way back. And now Arstes, he's the ping pong ball right now.
Yeah, Slasher though gonna need to go back towards B just to help his boy. This is a lot of pressure about to be on Capsule. Smokes are out. Can Capsule make the big play?
That means go. That means go. Capsule, what can he get? Tags are in. There's the damage. Trades are there. But now Hook's up close and personal. Slasher
with
pushes
bomb.
him back. Keeps him suppressed for now.
You got the bomb carrier actually not trapped in ice cream, but still haven't gotten it down. In the meantime, RC's found his way up the street. Priest is trying to chase, and he's going to be able to catch him. That's a 5 spree, by the way. Slow start, now looking for the cruise, but a 2v2. Oh, Hook, big feet, quick moves. Feet on a swivel, bomb's going to go down.
He tucks the Tushy away and manages to successfully plant the bomb. Tags once again. Young Snoopy trying to keep these players back. And here comes Hook. Right into the fight, can't finish the kill on a Priester, stays alive somehow. Can Boston capitalize on this?
He's playing with death, but he did enough damage to set his teammate up. Doors open, here's Hook.
No shot.
Shutting it down. Hook is a maniac, but so difficult to play against. Just buying his teammates so much time, getting the information on 2, and easy cleanup kills from Abuza. That is a massive round, and even for Arcees, to find that timing, to work down A Street to pick up the kill on Slasher, Surge are making plays.
I mean, Abuza and Hook there. Abuza's the sort of tether ball pole, right, in a hurricane. Hook's the ball going crazy all over the place. Left, right, up, down, you name it. Very, very difficult to deal with. And that's map point, Seattle Surge. They're trying to tie the series up. Can they get it done here? Arstes versus Slasher in this exact same spot. Arstes is having none of it this round.
Well, Hook absolutely got spot on the cross, does the same thing as Capsule. Just gets out of dodge, gives Boston something to think about, but the play more so over towards this A site. 2 players stacked up inside of P1, but RC is obviously in the spot. He's going to have a few different angles to work with for the coverage. And Capsule, be careful about what walls you're hiding behind. That has been the thorn in his side.
No, very aggressive spot there from Arstes, standing upright on top of that dumpster. A lot of gunfire rattling across Invasion right now, but not enough to bring anyone to their knees. Clock still ticking. We've got a lovely amount of map control right now for Seattle Surge.
Team number 8, Hook might think about the rat back. Smoke down A Street. Abuza doesn't find any tags, but that's the opening to get near the bomb. Arcides, though, right next to it. There's no trophies on this A site. Absol does some damage. This is a delicate moment on Egg.
Oily on the flank. This could be huge. Number one. Straight into the second. Soupy wins it. 2v3.
No time, though. No time in the 1v3. And Soupy's one-shot surge guns him down and jumps on him on defense. Answers the question, do they have the resolve? Yes, they do. At that bounce-back S&D victory, tying the series up 1-1.
Seattle Surge have come to play today. Dominance there in the search and destroy against Boston. As Breach didn't really have a whole lot to it, Chance. They were run ragged at times, if not for Slash's incredible individual prowess, which admittedly fizzled out quite a lot towards the end. Surge ran him from start to finish there on Invasion. 1-1 in the series.
And the more impressive thing right there from Surge, they were down 3-6 on the first blood count, but it did not matter. They clutched up time and time again. There were certain moments where RCs might get blooded by Slasher. Pook with the frag there from the trades. They were consistent about those 3v4s, even up the odds. And they were on point. Of course, the big plays. You know, Priest can actually get that cruise missile. Things might have gotten out of control, but Hook there and Abuza to close that door.
Well, there we go. We say goodbye to the invasion portion of the series. We now say hi-dilly-ho to the Karachi side of things. That's what we're going to be playing Control and, of course, Hardpoint after this one. Chance, but first and foremost, we're ready to take a commercial break, ladies and gents. That's right, we've got you well trained. After the search, we always go for a break. When we come back, we're playing Control. We'll find out who takes the lead here in the series. Our hometown heroes, Boston Breach, taking on the underdogs, Seattle Surge. We'll be right back after this. You're watching the CDL.
What?
Start the season strong with the Call of Duty League Pack. Grab yourself the CDL Operator, Weapon Blueprint, and so much more. Check out the Call of Duty store in-game now. The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CDL here at Major 1. We're in day 2 and we're rolling into map number 3 in a moment. Before we do though, got to show some love to the Paradox Customs booth. Absolutely outstanding work being done there at the backside of the arena right now. You can play games, you can do all sorts. Go check them out, show them some love. I actually have a Paradox Custom PC. I cannot tell a lie. It's absolutely amazing. No cap. It's amazing.
That's the youngest thing I've ever heard you say.
I know.
No cap on air, too. That is crazy how much effort they put into the aesthetic of the PC as well. They look gorgeous, but so does the gameplay. Seattle Surge actually showing signs of life, getting back in the mix. I'm going to be honest, I was very concerned for them going into the series, but in the Search and Destroy, they fought back, tied it up, and again, we are still staring down a series where Boston Breach do not have a win on any of the maps in the remainder for the final 3. Still, they have a lot to prove.
Well, here's another map they've got a chance to get a win on. It's Karachi. We're playing Control here in map number 3. Let's find out who walks away with the lead in the series in a moment. Now tied up 1-1. Boston, the form looking fine. Seattle, they have managed to do the unthinkable. And after getting absolutely chokeslammed yesterday by Toronto Ultra, they've bounced back in a brilliant way. That was a solid victory there on the Search and Destroy. Let's see how they fare in the respawn.
And speaking of the bounce back, well, Priesta has been out of control, in control with a very solid KD around the objective as well. It's a small map. This is Snoopy and Capsule. Did not perform well in the Search and Destroy. Might be electric here with a very early B hit.
We're gonna be. Found a Boozer, taking care of him. Reinforcements now from Surge, backpedaling. It's not going to amount to a whole lot. Capsule's cut them both down. Now they're already onto the zone. The capture begins.
Going to be a slow capture though, only one man on the point, but it is freebie kills for these players for Seattle. They're going to be funneling through this back alley.
Why are you even trying to jump up there, Priest? You fucking idiot.
Traded kills for the moment and still a very slow capture. Snoopy gets hunted as well, and a missed opportunity for Boston. Seattle closing the door.
Surge win all their ones, and now they have a moment of quiet, but they haven't accounted for Slasher's position. And haha, he strikes, finds himself at least one, just over a minute to play. You've got a single segment in B. That'll come into play towards the final round if we have to decide who gets defense.
Yeah, I heard the door open up underneath him, so calls out to his teammates. They're going to be top fountain, and right now Slasher is just keeping everything under control. You actually do have Hook, the man he called out earlier, winning a few gunfights and maybe doing some damage around the point. Slasher, though, shows up. That is 3 in a row.
Slowly but surely. Smooth and steady indeed from Slasher. Capsule once again.
Good teamwork, bro.
Through the fields of Seattle Surge, they are being reaped.
And while the slow capture on A has been commencing, you actually have Capsule wrapping around 2 OTs. So maybe a 2-front war. A has been shut down, but maybe the 2-stack coming through. RC's quick on defense, but all just to be traded out. These are still these 50-50 gunfight situations. So much pressure now is going to be on this B zone. Spawn kill potential. Flank is going to be secured. Snoopy gets that trade, but still for the moment, only 1 player on the zone.
Single player on the zone. Here comes Snoopy to reinforce. 2 players on the capture. It goes a little bit quicker now. The more the merrier. Nice nade up top. It bounces off Hook's forehead. Deals a little bit of damage. He's going to be on the way out. No one from Surge is making the play. They've taken their eyes to A.
I mean, there wasn't even an attempt to get off of that top AC. Meanwhile, the Capsule, the man that is in your spawn, 3 spree. And do you check this corner, because he is going to lay waste to you. Number 4, ready for the 5th in a row. Boston looking clean, but Hook a little bit too quick with it.
Very clean indeed. A single segment remains at A. It's a shaky table. Any pressure will certainly get them onto it. Slasher slowly but surely clearing out the apartments. Every story of Karachi right now, potential position to find kills.
And it is incredibly difficult to hold A on defense, especially so when 2 ticks have already come through. So right now for Boston, as soon as they start getting these kills, the round is going to collapse. Hook doing what he can to get the trades, but you just lost a lot of map pressure.
That pressure on the way out. Less than a minute to play now. The Seattle Surge scrambling to identify the attacking direction Boston Breach are coming from. Where could they be? A security perimeter is exactly what they're looking for. Capsule, and they're spotted on the rooftops in the distance. Clock still ticking. Illy playing patiently.
And if I'm Boston, I'm going to be pushing the pace. You want to make these kills come through as quickly as possible, because as soon as you get to the zone, it is very difficult to defend.
No one had Illy's back, and now he's gone. Looking for the quick trades there. It's a slow cap on A's going. No one's there to stop it. Has to dive in. Somebody get there. In time. Capsule with a kill. There's the trade through. RC's going to get away with his life, but you still have Illy able to possibly get closer to it. No lives left, Seattle.
Yeah, just want to stop that clock if you have any opportunity to do so. Seattle's going to have to be perfect. Boston, you just have to get your trades.
The best thing you've done right now, Arstes has dived into A and pulled away the progress that Boston Breach just had, trying to stay alive now, looking for anything. Slasher in the distance, Snoopy now upstairs, Arstes in a world of hurt, he's gone, all down to Abuza and Hook.
Hey, Boston right here wrapping the map. Someone has to stop the time. Seattle, it is a hero play if you can get it, but it is all down to Abuza in the 1 versus 4, and it is Gunnies up on them. Boston take their time, but they get it done in the end. Anytime you get that early B capture, you feel like it's an almost guarantee.
It was a tough. The amount of pressure from Boston there eliminated the verticality that anyone Seattle had. They wanted the high ground to try to defend A. They just had nothing.
Even for Seattle, you're not used to rounds being that slow where Boston are going on these massive flanks through your spawn just to find the errant kills. So Boston, a little bit of mind games, but making sure they play perfect Call of Duty. Again, the trades had to be on point, and they absolutely were. Now it'll be Surge's turn, though, on the attack. No funny business towards B. There's a 2-stack on defense. A will be just a little bit more open. Zilly going for top third, but ain't gonna make it very far. Perfect nades on both sides.
And Hook misses out on a couple. Nice nades up top, Arstes. Wow, nice shots there against Capsule. Slasher looking to finish him. In and amongst the market stalls. Arstes, though, somehow still holding it down, keeping the pressure on. He slides out and goes for the chow. Why not?
And Capsule, yeah, that's 2 deaths to Arstes in the exact same spot. So Surge maybe taking a little bit of time to get out of their spawn, but they have made it out of their spawn. Hook the lone man on the zone. Everybody else just covering the wing. Surge not too afraid of taking things slow either.
They don't look like a trophy there on the A zone as well. So Hook may have got that first segment alone, but there's lots of love coming his way in the form of attacks and lethals.
And this really is very difficult to play against on defense when it's the slow capture like this, because you can't just flood towards the point. You know you're going to get caught. Arcity's doing damage, by the way, all the way from the bridge. So players in red have to worry about distant angles. And Arcity's, by the way, in the meantime, that's a 5 spree. 1 more for the Cruise. And this incredibly slow A capture is successful. Surge got it done.
That is it. Complete. An additional minute to play now. As Seattle Surge have silenced Boston so far in this attacking round. Can they find B? Only 2 members of Breach there on that side of the map, and we're doing it slowly.
And he's found the timing, too. He just got around Priestess. Arcee's behind enemy lines. This might just be the freest kill for him to get number 6. Maybe baited. The player underneath him gets the kill. That's the shutdown, and Illy just went on a 5. He gets shut down as well.
Here we go. Hook making noise. Damage in a Priester, not enough, though. This should be enough to pull a few more Boston players towards this position for the defend. As Capsule there on the bottom side of Hotel. Can Hook stay alive? He is the lone presence for the squad on this side of the map.
And Surge are trying to group up just to make this jump on the B zone. You have Priest actually a little out of position, and it's only out of position unless a player goes that direction. No. Snoopy, there's 1. Quick for number 2, stuns 2 players, does so much damage as well.
Brilliant.
And it's the cleanup. That's a 4-man wipe, and the opportunity for Boston, push the pace, force those deep spawns, and get every power position.
That was a magnificent decision from the youngster. Heads up play, sets the squad up now for the spawn trap. Seattle Surge have gone from looking great to looking very, very shaky indeed. How long can they keep them in this position?
I mean, as long as Priestess stays alive, it is going to be a long way to go. RCD's there for the trades, but still around Junkyard. Slasher, the man forcing these deep spawns. He's pressured out, gives you at least 1. Does a little dance, but ends up falling back to the 50-50 push, and right now Surge running out of time.
Running out of time indeed. Boston, every second you grab from them is a big win. Illy gone, Capsule. Trying to slow down the attack from the back alley there. It's going to be Priester once again. Here comes Hook into Priester. B-Dog chews him up, spits him out. Slasher from the back as well.
Crazy.
Final 10. Surge with a tiny opportunity to get on the point. Can they get close enough? Or will Snoopy cut them down from behind once again? That's the round. And that round, all Snoopy. Magnificent decisions made.
I mean, even just the setup. Snoopy having the call just to play behind the dumpster in case that flank comes through works out long term, but the setup after that, man, I'm loving the work from Priest as well, setting him up for the kill. Priest is that player that he never overchows, never overcommits. He is Mr. Consistent. He will deliver online and even more so on land. Currently the damage leader in the lobby as well, and obviously the assist for Priesta out of control.
Attacking round now, Boston Breach. Surge. Let's see how the defense looks so far. They're trying to get on the board. Close, but no cigar so far for Seattle.
And a two-stack as well, so Boston not afraid to push the pace a little bit in this moment. And they're getting all the kills as well. AR's on the wings of the map, collecting just a few SMGs right now. Third tick nearly through.
Yeah, 2 players gets the job done very, very fast indeed. Hook might be able to spring to life in the final moments here, but it probably won't amount to a whole lot. There we go. The point captured, only 2 lives lost in the process, so now forward, Boston fly.
Yeah, of course, though, Boston, it is going to be a long way to go before you can capture B. That kill on Abuja is going to help you out. Abuja's struggling, 6 and 21. But
holy
maybe more
shit.
good news, the positioning for Surge. Players pushed out deep junkyard, but they're all going to get traded. Everybody wipe off the board. This is your moment to fly.
Nobody's home. Priest is now going for it. Boston Breach trying to fly in. Great comms. Good tags there from Abuja. Slows down at least 1. Snoopy's the man in the back alley. How many kills can he get as Capsule now on the flank? Slowly but surely, the pinch is soon to be on.
And they're so worried about Snoopy. The Capsule, the flank is going to be free. Snoopy's going to fall, the Capsule behind enemy lines. But he is by himself. So instead of going for an ego child, he's waiting for his teammates to move up the board. Surge, though, might be heads up. You see Arcides is turn for it. Thing is, he's already here, but Arcides on point.
Nice
1v1 for some impacted Arcides. Shuts it down.
That is a heads-up play indeed. 1 minute 20. Arcides once again, the last bastion of defense here for Surge. Has not let any of the sneaky stuff get through.
That's that veteran being on point, counting to 4, making sure as soon as you lose track of somebody, gotta pump the brakes and turn around. And you are now back to square one as Hook is shutting you down around Junkyard.
A 2-piece like that, immaculate gun skill. A minute to go. Seattle Surge holding firm, a 5-life differential right now. As Arcides continues to play very slowly, very sensibly indeed. Oh, that's so unfortunate, a team kill.
Yeah, forces the team kill at the very least. So Arcides has done his job, and here's Abuja trying to do his. Kill with the rival, he's in position. He's the guy forcing that spawn out. Look where number 3 spawn, Slasher. It is a hike to go across the map.
Priest winning up close and personal with the rival 9. The clock still ticking though, 30 seconds to go. Illy on the back. Capsule sends it, gets punished. 25 now to go.
Still more to go. This is everybody grouped up, but this is Illy cutting them all down. Next one in line might be Snoopy. Right now, Boston desperately trying to group together, but they just keep getting picked.
3 in a row from Illy. Backline, Arcides wins his. The quick back and forth, the trade out. Onto the point you have to go. Boston trying to get the last minute contest. Anyone there? Can they get onto the point? Abuza's on the inside. Where are they? Abuza cuts down 2. On we go. Capsule getting the capture. How long can he stay alive now?
Oh, it's everyone through the back alley. Number 1.
Oh!
2 is going to fall, and Snoopy sets you up for 3. Stack the point and win this round.
Slasher holding them at bay now. 5 seconds on the clock. 3 players on the point. The second progress is gone. Last one on the way out. 3-0 here in control. Unless Arcides can do it, no. It's done.
Wow.
Breach. Absolutely body them in control.
Not wasting any of our time on Karachi. As quick as you can ask them to do it, they get the job done. And I think we're going to have a very interesting scoreboard to look at as well. I know there was some, off-season roster moves. The idea, instead of Priesta, you want the slang. But while Priesta might not always being the slang, what he does bring to the table is a ton of damage and great teamwork as well. Priesta just threw up a massive amount of damage, and it's the assist as well. Constantly involved with his teammates, never making those hero plays. I mean, obviously, Boston across the board had to find one, but Priesta, again, fewest kills, but most damage, most assists, and of course, the objective kills. He's just in and around it with his boys.
Where do they have fewest kills?
For success.
Slasher.
That sentence for me ended at Priesta just threw up. Disgusting. 19 and 17, fantastic assist, good damage all around. Karachi comes to a close and just shy of 11 minutes there. 10-18, 3-0. Good stuff out of Boston Breach. They take the lead by 1 here in the series. We do stay here on Karachi for that hard point. And see if they can keep the momentum going. Illy with a sublime string of plays towards the end there, but these were the sort of plays Snoopy was making that really made all the difference for Boston.
And we've obviously seen Snoopy when he's playing at like a lightning pace can be absolutely electric, but this is a game that actually felt very slow at times on control, and he absolutely delivers time and time again. That is a stun grenade that is quite literally a dagger in their side that only gets set up because of the trigger discipline. So a much slower paced game, but gave the kid a little bit of time to think and shows off in those moments as well. So a beautiful look there for Boston. And again, a 3-0 is as good as it gets.
As good as it gets, indeed. Plenty of two pieces all the way around there from Snoopy. Damage, you name it. The bullets were all over the place. This was the final capture there. 5 seconds on the game clock. Boston, I thought they called it a little too close, but they managed to get in there a pixel perfect moment. And that's a 3-man stack. Perfect work.
Even on the teamwork front, again, there was no ego chows coming through. Like, Capsule and Arcees had that battle in the back spawn, but Boston still doing the right thing, not wasting any lives at any given moment, waiting for the right moment to strike. It might have taken a minute and a half for them to actually set up, but as soon as they got it, absolute kill shot for that 3-0. So Boston, the homework, the dirty business has been taken care of, and I mean, that's only the second time we've seen him on Karachi, but gameplay was clean.
Gameplay was clean. Well, we're going to stay dirty, though. Staying on Karachi for the hard point coming up now. This is potentially match point here for Boston Breach. They've got to close out the hard point. If they don't, we go to a high-rise search and destroy, which, quite frankly, I would love. I don't think the Boston crowd is terribly interested in watching a nail-biter map 5 to determine who walks home. Seattle Surge, though, showing tremendous resolve. Coming back after a tough day yesterday. I've said it 3 times. I'll say it 5 times before the end of the cast, Charles.
And obviously the talk of the town around the Surge team is the fact that there have been a few GAs broken, and if they're not getting
all right, Jab, bye-bye.
respawn at near